How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have our first very own subscriber story. Today's story is about a classmate my subscriber had who basically looked up to Nikocado Avocado. And if you don't already know who that is, I've made a few videos on the guy. Basically, he's not a role model, TLDR. This was honestly quite the story, and after reading it, I felt like I had to post it on the channel. As you know, it has a very interesting ending, to put it the least, bro. It has a very interesting ending. Anyways, with that being said, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with notifications on if you enjoy story videos that I post every single day. And also, leave a like in the video, as I will give you nothing in return, which is a pretty awesome deal if I do say so myself. With that being said, let's jump right into the story. Quickly, if you want to submit your own story, my Instagram is Pugs. The handle's in the description. But anyways, right, so this subscriber was telling me about the time when he was in class one day and he was talking to one of his friends. Let's call this friend Ben. I know I've used the name Ben before, but like I just like using really generic names, and Ben's a pretty generic name. Anyways, right, so this subscriber was talking to his classmate Ben. His classmate Ben was talking about how, he really wanted to gain followers on social media, but he wasn't totally sure how. He was talking about how Ben was like, maybe I want to make Minecraft videos, maybe I want to do vlogs, maybe I want to do like some kind of like Pokemon card unboxing videos. Ben really just wasn't sure what he wanted to do. He also wasn't sure if he wanted to be a YouTuber, a Twitch streamer, if he wanted to post on TikTok or do all of the above. Ben just knew that he wanted followers, and he just wanted attention on the internet, and he was going to try and figure out a way to get that no matter what. So the next day comes around, and this subscriber, is in class with Ben again, and Ben is like, I know exactly what I want to do on YouTube. And then the subscriber is like, oh, okay, you want to be a YouTuber? That's cool. What type of content do you want? Do you want to make? Do you want to be like a gaming channel? Do you want to be like a vlogging channel? And Ben was like, I want to be a mukbang channel. And my subscriber at first wasn't really sure what this was, because at this time this was like over 6 months ago. So Nikocado Avocado was like, he wasn't as like extremely notorious as he has been in the last couple months, but he was still pretty notorious. It was just to the point where my subscriber wasn't aware of who he was and wasn't aware of that whole side of the internet. But basically, right, so apparently Ben went home and he was trying to figure out, okay, I want, followers on the internet. I want to get some attention on the internet. He was looking at gaming channels, but he was like, looks like there's a lot of people doing this and they don't always get a lot of views. He's looking at vlog channels. He's like, the like top vloggers haven't really been getting like the views like as they did in 2017. And then he saw a lot of drama videos on mukbang channels, and specifically Nikocado Avocado. And he was like, oh, this type of content gets a lot of views on the internet. Therefore, I should make this type of content. Right, so Ben is explaining this to my subscriber, and my subscriber doesn't really understand it at first. I mean, that's kind of understandable. The whole concept of someone sitting there eating food and like crying, or I don't even know, bro. I don't know how to explain it. Just like super drama-filled food eating 50-minute long videos. That's not the easiest thing to comprehend. Like, there's a lot of difficult things to understand on the internet, man. Like, there's like blockchains, there's all this kind of stuff. But honestly, the popularity of mukbangs are definitely up there with like top-level comprehension is needed, like top-level intelligence or lack of intelligence, I'm not sure, is to comprehend why those things are so popular, man. And no shame if you like them. I'm just struggling. Anyway, so my subscriber goes home and decides to Google or look up on YouTube Nikocado Avocado. And oh my god, does he go down the rabbit hole. So at this point, it hasn't been like the whole drama between him and Moist Critical, as well as the Meat Cannon video. That hasn't come out and won't come out for a couple months. But he goes on and he sees a lot of stuff. And he's just looking at Nikocado Avocado's channel, and he just looks at the thumbnails, man. If you haven't seen Nikocado Avocado's thumbnails, they are definitely something. I guess that's a way to put it. They are something. Basically, right, he's like, okay, this is really weird. I don't know what Ben is doing, and I don't think he's thinking straight, bro. So the subscriber goes to school the next day, and he asks Ben, he's like, hey, I looked up the Nikocado Avocado guy, and I don't know if that's such a good idea, bro, to, like, imitate what he's doing, because, one, like, yes, he's getting some internet points, but, like, he's doing a lot of damage to his body. His relationship is in ruins from the little bit I can see, right? It just doesn't seem like a good idea, man. You can always make Minecraft videos. You can always do story time videos like what I'm doing right now. Like, there's a lot of options out there, bro. I get it that, like, these videos can get views, but the long-term damage that they'll do is not worth the short-term internet clout. And Ben was not convinced at this point. He's like, okay, man, I kind of feel like you're just a hater, and as soon as I get a good idea, like to actually make it, I've always wanted to make it on the internet, and as soon as I get a good idea, it kind of just sounds like you're just trying to, like, make sure I don't get it because maybe you're jealous I figured out such a good idea. And the subscriber was like, okay, hold on, buddy. Like, let's not flip this, right? Let's not turn this into something it isn't. He doesn't say that out loud, but instead is just like, okay, Ben, whatever, bro. And kind of just like goes on with his day. But in the back of his mind, he's like, okay, this is concerning. And I got to do something about this, at least eventually. Because, like, I can't honestly let Ben make this, like, maybe Ben's not going to go through with this, but I can't let Ben go through this in general. Like, he's too good of a friend. Obviously, like, do not sacrifice yourself for internet brownie points. Just a PSA, a little bit of knowledge from the Connor Pugs channel. Do not do ridiculous stuff and damaging stuff to yourself just to get internet brownie points. It is not worth it. Trust me. Like, it's just not worth it, bro. So the subscriber comes into school the next day, and he's like sitting next to Ben or behind Ben or somehow able to see Ben's computer. And he see Ben going on Amazon and looking up, like, I don't remember exactly what type of food, but like a large quantity of it. And like the subscriber already knew what Ben was doing. He was preparing to make like his first mukbang video or whatever. And also Ben at the time had like a girlfriend, and like he saw, because like the computer was like close enough, and like Ben was like being very open with his computer. And, you know, to be fair, the subscriber maybe should not have been kind of like snooping, but like I do give him a pass for this one. Ben was texting his girlfriend at the time saying, do you want to be in a YouTube video with me? And the subscriber doesn't know this for sure. And to this day, he doesn't know this for sure. But he has a feeling that Ben was going to try and like recreate the relationship drama that like Nikocado, Avocado, and Orlin have. And let me just say, that situation is not good for their relationship. So like at this point, Ben's like, okay, I need to put an end to this. And the subscriber's like, okay, Ben has gone way too far. I need to put an end to this. So he sits down and he's just thinking in class, not paying attention to whatever's going on, but hey man, this seemed more important. So he was thinking, and he was just thinking like, how can I stop this? Ben is obviously not going to listen to me, but maybe he would listen to someone else. Maybe he would listen to a different authoritative figure. And then all of a sudden, the subscriber had a great idea. Real quick, I'm going to interrupt the video to ask you guys to comment floor if you made it this far into the video in the comment section down below. Floor, actually like what's appearing on screen right now. So instead of door, which I normally have you guys comment door, today we're going to mix it up a little bit, have you guys comment floor, like the thing you're probably standing on right now. Anyways, back to the story. Right, so my subscriber, for context, was in kind of like a current events history kind of conglomerate class. They weren't too old. I think I didn't get an exact age the subscriber was, but I have a feeling they were in like 4th, 5th, 6th. They were in like kind of middle school. So they had kind of like a very general class that went over like current events, news, history, kind of something like that. I don't know exactly what it'd be categorized as, but basically the subscriber was thinking to themselves, what if they could get a documentary about like, you know, the overeating crisis in America, right? Like what eating a lot of bad food does to your body, like a really good visual demonstration that would maybe scare Ben away from doing whatever he was planning to do. The problem was he needed to find a way to convince his teacher to, you know, play the documentary. So first, the subscriber was looking around for a good documentary, and he didn't say exactly which one he picked, but he basically said after a while, he found one that was really good, and he also found it on a subscription service, or somehow it was free and like they could stream it, so it was either free on YouTube, or it was part of a plan or subscription service that the school/teacher had access to. Either way, he found a really good documentary to play, and he said, okay, this is perfect. Next step is just convincing his teacher to play it, and also to play it soon, because like he doesn't want Ben doing any of this, bro. Like, it could, like, long-term effects on his body, but also short-term, like, negative effects on his relationship with his girlfriend, bro. Like, there was just a lot of reasons why he wanted it to be as fast as possible and have the teacher show it, like, tomorrow if possible. So the subscriber emails his teacher and says, like, I found this documentary, it's really good, and it has to do with something that's, like, currently pretty relevant, like, in the United States, because that's where he's from, right? And I think it's pretty important that we see this in his class. And so he was kind of prepared for the teacher to be like, you know, I'll think about this, maybe I'll try and find a slot in the schedule. But he was also prepared to kind of like try and speed roll the process he was prepared to basically explain to the teacher what Ben was planning on doing, and there was a chance that the teacher would go and confront Ben directly, and maybe that would backfire, but he was willing to like explain to the teacher what Ben's master plan was, worst come to worst. However, he probably got the best response back that he could ever imagine. Essentially, the teacher responded back saying, hey, actually, a big thank you for you sending me this. I didn't really have anything like in the lesson plan for tomorrow and was actually kind of scrambling to find something because there was something I had planned weeks ago, but it just doesn't seem appropriate to show in the class anymore. It just like wasn't relevant anymore, or something had changed. So he said, thank you. We'll actually watch this tomorrow. Thank you very much. Do you want me to say that you suggested this? And the subscriber said, no, can you keep me anonymous? Because he didn't want to give Ben any hint that he was behind this. He just wanted it to kind of be like life giving him a lesson or life giving him a warning, not like the subscriber interfering directly. So the next day rolls around, the subscriber gets into class, and he gets back there with Ben, and Ben is sitting next to him. So instead of him being behind Ben, he's sitting next to Ben. And this will be important in just a couple seconds, right? So the teacher says, hey class, today we have a pretty important documentary to watch. It's pretty relevant to what we're discussing right now, as there is an obesity epidemic in the United States. Like, just be warned, like this, it's not graphic, but like there is like a lot of like health information. It can be a little distressing, so just be aware, right? So then he puts in the documentary, or he turns it on, right? Shuts off the lights and sits down. And the subscriber is sitting next to Ben. And the documentary is really convincing. Like, it is really well done and it's pretty scary. And like, dude, Ben is watching us. The subscriber's watching Ben, and Ben's face just like turned cold, bro. Like, his face didn't literally turn blue, but you could see like the blood rushing out of his face, like as he's like, oh my God. I'm like just like completely moved by the documentary. The subscriber's plan worked perfectly. So the next day rolls around, and the subscriber goes up to Ben and says, hey, like, what's the status with the channel? And Ben replies like, oh, I'm actually starting a gaming channel tomorrow. I'm going to be posting Minecraft videos. Do you want to maybe feature in it? And the subscriber says, yeah. What happened to the whole mukbang idea? He said, nah, I'm not going to do that anymore. It wasn't a good idea. And just left it at that. And from that point on, the Ben did start his gaming channel. He didn't become internet famous or anything, but thank God he decided to do that instead of his other plan. And the subscriber, man, his plan worked. And it made a pretty good story, and I just thought it was a good idea to tell it here. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video and want to support the channel, literally just watch another one of the story videos. Some videos will appear on screen right now, but also it's easy if you just watch the storytime playlist. That will be linked in the description. It'll appear on the top right corner in the card. It'll also appear on screen, and if you can't find it, just go to my channel and go to like the homepage, and the playlist should be there. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Today we have a kid who actually aspires to be nikocado avocado. Nah, man, I'm not even joking right now. So the subscriber's just sitting at lunch one day when this kid comes over. We're gonna call him the avocado kid. And that's just going to be the name for this kid, just because I think that's going to be the name. Anyways, so the avocado kid comes over and sits at the subscriber's table. And yeah, no one really knew the avocado kid that well. They were kind of friendly with him, but he was kind of just like another friendly face that you saw in class. Nothing much with him, right? But normally when he sat, like he infrequently sat with the subscriber, but some days he did, some days he didn't. But on this day, he sat down at the subscriber's table. And he very proudly and loudly said, I am going to become YouTube famous. And the subscriber kind of looks at him and says, oh, like, what are you planning on making? And he's like, probably, the subscriber's probably thinking to himself, is he going to do like commentary videos? Is he going to do like gaming videos, like post Fortnite or Minecraft clips or something? Is he going to try to be like a vlogger or something? Like, there's a lot of different type of like videos you can make on YouTube. That's the beauty of YouTube. You can really do whatever you want. And this kid was saying, so I was doing a little investigation because I know that I want to be famous. Which, first of all, if your only goal is just to be famous, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Like, it's totally fine to want success and you want people to watch you. But, like, if that's your main goal, you are 100% going to burn out. But anyways, he's like, so I wanted to be, the avocado kid's like, so I wanted to be famous. And I was looking up the most trending popular people. And there's this YouTuber named Nikocado Avocado. Guys, if you don't know who Nikocado Avocado is, he is a guy who eats a lot of food. And I mean a lot of food, and he eats it on camera, and he becomes big boy because of it. Very big boy. Yeah, it's a whole thing. You can look into it if you want to. But basically, right, the avocado kid says that, like, oh, he notices that, like, Nikocado Avocado is super popular, super trending. He gets all the views, the likes, the subscribers, and all the sweet, sweet YouTube cash that comes along with it. So the subscriber's sitting there like, no, like, because, like, the subscriber's starting to catch on to what this kid is saying. He's like, no, you're not saying what I think you're saying. And the kid's like, yeah, so basically, what I'm going to be doing is I will be replicating Nikocado Avocado's strategy for success. Which, like, bro, there are so many successful YouTubers, many of them even more successful than Nikocado Avocado. And you're choosing him out of all of them? Huh? The guy who's, like, expanded 17,000 pounds and is probably, he's not pre-diabetic. He's not diabetic. Bro is probably post-diabetic at this point. God damn. But anyways, right? So sure enough, the subscriber looks at him, and everyone else around the lunch table, at least all the people who know who Nikocado Avocado is, look at this kid and say, bro, don't do it. You don't want to do this. This is a terrible idea. I guarantee you that this is a terrible idea. You will regret doing this, like, 100%. Basically, everyone at the lunch table was like, don't do this. This is the stupidest thing ever. Like, you're only going to be screwing yourself over. That I can guarantee. And the kid was thinking to himself, people aren't saying this because they're, like, the avocado kid was thinking to himself, people are saying this not because they want to watch out for me and for what's best for my health and well-being. No. People are telling me not to go down this route because they're jealous. They're jealous that I'm going to become more famous than them, right? So, sure enough, the avocado kid expresses that he thinks that they're all haters and they don't want to see him succeed on YouTube. And the subscriber and the other people at the table are like, bro, that's not what we're trying to say. What we're trying to say is you can become YouTube famous without cramming down 10 trillion calories per day and filming yourself eating it on camera. Like, there's other things on YouTube, right? If anything, like, Nikocado Avocado, and I genuinely believe this, is such an interesting, it plays such a, like, interesting character. If he wasn't so niched down and maybe, I don't know, did something more general, like, he has the ability to make it, doing other things. Bro chose that. That was his choice. And they're saying that, this doesn't have to be his choice. He doesn't go to, like, there's so many YouTube options that don't make you, very sick. I don't know how else to say it, man. Like, that's just a reality. This is truth. And sure enough, they're all saying to him, bro, don't do it. And the avocado kid, telling this to the avocado kid was almost like asking him to do it more. Little did these guys know that they were almost, in fact, promoting him to do this more than he was planning on doing it before. So sure enough, right, the avocado kid, he goes back home. And he records his first video. The thing is, I don't totally know how the avocado kid got access to all the food that he did. I think he just lived near a McDonald's, and I think his parents were, like, super rich. I'm not saying he's a spoiled kid. Maybe he was, because he had, like, unlimited access to a credit card. So basically the kid, he bought, like, I don't know, 6 orders of McDonald's, right? So first of all, that's kind of gross. Even, look, I know a lot of you guys like McDonald's, but maybe don't eat it that often because it has a lot of bad stuff in it. I hate to be like your weird, like, earthy, like, aunt that's saying, oh my God, the seed oils are going to come and stab you in the middle of the night. But all I'm saying is chill out with that. But this kid got 6 orders. Yeah, I think there's a McDonald's, like, near his house or something. And sure enough, right, The subscriber, that night, knows about this kid's YouTube channel. It has, 7 subs or something. Is, subscribed to it with notifications on, just to, follow what he does. And the subscriber who submitted the story is sitting in bed one night, or that night, I should say, to be specific, when he gets a notification, McDonald's mukbang, 10,000 calories consumed. Some crazy-ass title, right? So he clicks into it thinking, okay, this is definitely clickbait. There's not a single shot that this isn't clickbait right now. And he clicks into it, and he looks at, sure enough, it is the avocado kid who wants to be his idol, Nikocado Avocado, the scary guy in the image in the thumbnail. And, yeah, so he has all 6 orders of McDonald's out on the table, and the subscriber's like, okay, this is clickbait, and he's just trying to use a retention tactic, so, he's putting all this stuff out there, so people think he's gonna eat it. And the kid quickly, scrubs, you know how you can speed all the way through the video to the very end? And the subscriber speeds all the way to the very end, and he sees all the bags are empty. And he's like, okay, this is not, that's not true. Because it's a 35-minute video. So the subscriber thinks, okay, well, what he did was probably had a really quick cut in the middle of the video, thinking that people won't make it that far, and thinking that people will scrub all the way to the end of the video and look at that. So it's all a trick, right? The subscriber ends up watching the full 35-minute video, and he watches as his kid legitimately consumes 6 orders of McDonald's. 1 order alone is kind of sus, a little sketchy, bro. That's all I'm trying to say, but 6? Bro had half the cows on the farm. Bro had enough cholesterol to... I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to say it's not good. So the next day, the kid comes in, the avocado kid comes in and sits down at the lunch table. And, all the guys kind of look at him. Because the subscriber forwarded the video to all of them. If not, some of them already were following him. Probably all the subscribers for his channel was sitting at the table. Granted, the video had 15 views, by the way. It wasn't popping off, which, I mean, in the beginning, man, when I made videos back all the way back in 2016, I've been making videos since then. I just privated a lot of them. Dude, if I got 20 views, I said, that's good work. That's enough for me. If I got 50 views, I'm not even kidding you, I celebrated. I legitimately celebrated. But anyway, anyways, right. So sure enough, this kid sits down at the lunch table, and the subscriber and all of his friends are looking at him, and he's like, you didn't think I could do it. And the subscriber's like, no, we totally thought you could do it, but we just said you shouldn't do it. And the kid's like, you're just jealous because I'm going to become YouTube famous. And, the subscriber's like, no, dude, that's a really bad habit. We saw the video you posted last night. You really just can't keep on doing that. Sure, that one-off time is fine, I guess, but, dude, don't keep on posting that. It only got 15 views, so obviously it's not what you're supposed to be posting anyways. It's not worth, 15 views is not worth the health consequences. And this kid is like, you just know the avocado kid is like, you just know the potential that I have, and you want me to squash it because you're jealous that I'm going to become YouTube famous, and you're not. And, yeah, so the subscriber's like, dude, that's not what I'm saying. And the kids at the table are like, bro, you can't be eating 6 orders of McDonald's every night. That's seriously unhealthy. You just can't be doing that. No sane person would be doing that. And honestly, bro, we're, more worried for you. We kind of thought that you weren't going to do any of that, but you ended up doing that. And that just, encouraged the avocado kid to push even harder. So for the next week, the avocado kid has legit daily uploads of eating just endless amounts of McDonald's. It is the grossest thing ever. The subscriber every single night at 8 at night gets a notification from the avocado kid's channel saying with crazier and crazier and crazier titles. It went from 6 McDonald's meals to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 to 11. I don't know if it went past 10 or whatever, but the calorie numbers were just going up exponentially, bro. And at this point, the subscriber was genuinely worried. Only a week went by, and when the avocado kid sat down, he was full out breaking out in acne, which is totally normal at his age. But one thing I will say that a lot of people don't know is there is a direct correlation between the food that you eat and if you break out or not. Some people just naturally are predisposed to having a lot more acne problems. That's totally true. However, it is another factor what you eat. So if your genetics are pretty good and you're washing your face, but you keep breaking out, maybe look at what you're eating, bro. Just it's not guaranteed to be the reason, but it is a reason you guys should be aware of. So anyways, this goes on for 3 whole months. I'm not even kidding you. 3 whole months. Every single day, the subscriber gets a notification from Avocado Kid that he posted the newest, craziest thing ever. You might be thinking, how bad could it be in 3 months? And it was not good. So yeah, the subscriber basically watched this kid kind of become a big boy in 3 months. Like, I mean, here's the thing, bro. If you're eating, 6 to 8 McDonald's meals every single night, every single day for 3 months straight, you may or may not become a big boy. You may or may not, it's just kind of how these things work, bro. It's kind of just how these things work. So here's the thing, that's the craziest thing ever. And it's exactly why you shouldn't be doing this in the first place. Apparently, the kid had a doctor's appointment, like three months into it of doing the channel, the kid had a routine doctor's appointment. Apparently, the doctor saw him, was like, hey, yo, what the fuck, huh? And they, like, took his, like, cholesterol and blood levels, and apparently that stuff was, like, so off the charts. Like, every bad signal you could have gotten was, like, through the roof. Apparently, like, dude was about to be, like, pre-diabetic. Like, I don't know how you're, like, not that, like, like, he went from a perfectly normal, healthy individual to pre-diabetic within 3 months of eating, like, 6 McDonald's meals. Okay, it's not, I'm acting so shocked right now. I'm more shocked at just the fact that he did it, not the fact that, like, the results, because I don't know, man. If you're eating 6 meals of McDonald's every single day and not expecting to become at least a little bit pre-diabetic and a big boy, I don't know if I can help you. I don't know. Anyways, right. So apparently, right, his mom had no idea about his YouTube channel, but, like, you know, he came back, like, they came back from, like, the doctors or whatever, and, like, Avocado Boy was being, like, his mom was like, oh my God, what's going on? You're, like, kind of big right now, and you have, like, crazy chart numbers or whatever. And apparently, like, it was just a coincidence, but someone in Avocado Kid's class sent, told their parents, oh my God, like, this kid has a YouTube channel where he eats a ton of food, and he's kind of a big boy now, and he's kind of gross looking. And, you know, the parent, and, like, apparently, like, someone in this kid's class showed it to their parents, and their parents were like, oh my God, this is actually a serious health consequence, like, a health risk. Like, look, if you're a bigger individual, that's totally fine. Like, live your life, do what you need to do. Obviously, I advocate for you to be as, you know, happy and healthy as possible. So however you get there, it's however you get there. But bro, if you're eating 6 meals of McDonald's every single night, like, do you really need me or a doctor to point out what's going wrong? And yeah, no, if someone's eating 6 meals of McDonald's every single night, I guarantee you that they are not a healthy individual. I guarantee you with 99.9% accuracy. So basically, when this parent of the kid in the Avocado Kid's class saw this, they immediately got concerned because it's concerning. Like, imagine being Nikocado Avocado's parents and you don't even know he has a channel, and then you check out his channel and you're just like, oh my God, I don't know if I want to watch any more of this. So basically, right, you know, the Avocado Kid's parents are sent his channel, and they just watch, they scroll through all the videos, and they're like, oh my God. And then they start watching some of the videos, and the videos are, like, legit. At first, I think the parents were, like, in disbelief that this was even a thing, but they started to watch the videos, and that's when they realized that the videos of the Avocado Kid were actually 100,000% legit, and this kid was legitimately just eating, like, 25,000 billion calories every single second from McDonald's. Bro had more cholesterol than, I don't know. I tried to make this reference twice, and I have nothing to compare it to. Bro just had a lot of it. Bro just had a lot of the, he had a lot of the Mickey D. So basically, his parents made him shut down his channel and remove all of his videos. And eventually, bro got a bit healthier. He was still took a lot of damage from that whole excavate of trying to be Nikocado Avocado. But here's the thing, man. If you're eating 6 meals of McDonald's every single night and then you stop, you're actually going to become healthier when you stop, when you cut out the 6 meals of McDonald's every single night. I know this is a shocking fact, but believe it or not, your body does not react well to eating 6 meals of McDonald's every single night. I know, it's crazy. But anyways, yeah, so this kid's channel was shut down. And I think he or at least he wasn't allowed, he had to private all of his old videos, and he couldn't post any more videos like that for obvious reasons. I think this kid tried to do a little like Fortnite or gaming or something, but it never really took off. And the subscriber has never had a crazier thing happen to him in his life. Today we got a story of an insane furry who tries to indoctrinate, put spells on, and then eat the subscriber. Yeah, this is probably one of the craziest stories I've told on the channel in quite a while, so sit back, relax, subscribe if you're new, and let's just jump right into it. So we're going to call the subscriber who submitted this story Ben, because Ben is a name I've never used on the channel ever before, obviously. So anyways, Ben was new to the school. He was, he just moved neighborhoods, and he was entering the 6th grade, not knowing anybody. And the 6th grade here, like everybody, and it was kind of like a local high school, so everybody in the neighborhood would have gone to school together, and everyone knew each other. So for Ben, he was pretty nervous. So he moves in, and he moves in about over the summer, so a couple months before school. And his mom one day comes down about a couple days after he's moved in, is like, "Hey Ben, I really think you should go and meet some of the other kids." And Ben's like, "You're probably right. I just don't know how to do it." His mom's like, "I actually think I have an idea." So Ben's mom went on the local parents Facebook group, which she joined, and she said, "Hey, my son is going to 6th grade. He is new here. Would anyone like to meet my son, to have a little play date or hang out or whatever you'd say for a 6th grader?" And yeah, some kids' moms actually responded. And so Ben was able to meet some people that weekend. They went to the mall together, and they seemed pretty chill. Little did Ben know that these kids had a little bit of a secret hobby. And let me just have a little disclaimer. I know that there are actually some people who are like furries, I guess, who watch me, and I just want to say that I have literally nothing against you or what you do. That is totally fine. As long as you don't try and put rituals, spells, and then try and eat people, as long as you don't do that, you're cool in my book, and I just want to make that clear. Yeah, so a little did the subscriber know that these people that seem very normal and very nice were going to try to lure him into their house to perform secret furry rituals and then try and eat him when he's sleeping, bro. Yeah, so yeah, and the thing is, I just want to really emphasize that when they met at the mall, Ben tells me over Instagram DMs, because that's where he submitted his story, that they seem super normal. They just seem like normal individuals. I mean, anyone could try and eat you with a fursuit, I guess, but it didn't really come off as those were the type of people to do that, if you know what I mean. So Ben was really just at first he actually came back home from hanging out with those kids in the mall, and he went up to his mom. He's like, Mom, the kids are so cool. I think I met some my future friends. And, Ben's mom was obviously very excited, because as a parent, you're worried that your son or daughter or whatever, won't be able to assimilate well, because, you have to drag them out of wherever they used to live and all the friends they had. And she was just very excited. And Ben's like, and they want me to come over to their house tomorrow for a sleepover. Is that okay? And Ben's mom's like, of course. That's so exciting, Ben. Congratulations. You've made some new friends. Little did they know that this was about to be one of the craziest nights of Ben's life. So let's skip ahead to the next day. So Ben decides he's going to walk over to one of these kids' house. So basically, he met 3 kids at the mall. And they were all previously friends. And they were all going to have a sleepover the next day at one of the kids' house. So I don't want to give these kids names, because I'm going to completely mess them up. I'm literally just going to say Kid A, Kid B, and Kid C. And then when they reveal themselves in their furry costumes, I'll say Furry A, Furry B, and Furry C, right? Just to make it easier for me. But anyways, Kid A, right, said that he was having a sleepover and that Kid B and Kid C were invited, and that, it'd be pretty cool if Ben came as well. And Ben, trying to make new friends, it was super excited by this and was like, yeah, of course, I'll be there. So he walks over to Kid A's house, and Kid A lives about 20-minute walk, 15-minute walk. So not a crazy walk, but definitely on the further end of the neighborhood. Maybe if Ben kind of jogged or power walked, he'd get there in 10 minutes or something. So not too far away, but also not next door neighbors or anything like that. Yeah, so Ben arrives and he gets to Kid A's house, and Kid A's mom greets him at the door. And it's like, oh, you must be Ben. Kid A was talking all about you. Kid A and Kid B and Kid C are actually all in Kid A's room right now. Feel free to go up there. I'm sure they're expecting you. whatever, right? So Ben, super excited because he was really nervous coming in. He didn't think he was going to get the friends that he really wanted. And he got, he right away was at a sleepover with maybe a friend group, right? Already having a friend group going into 6th grade would have been super nice because, just going in, trying to meet people. There's already like pre-established friend groups, and just kind of being a part of one of those will just make him feel a lot better. So he's pretty excited. However, so he goes upstairs and he kind of like walks up to the door that he assumes is Kid A's room. He hears Kid A, presumably Kid A, Kid B, and Kid C kind of talking or whatever. And he kind of just stands at the door for a second. And it's weird. He hears like rustling noises and kind of like a lot of movement or whatever, but he doesn't think anything of it. So eventually he knocks on the door and he hears like dead silence for a second. And then he hears more rustling and like almost as if someone was quickly putting something away, like quickly moving stuff around. And, Ben is feeling really weird. He's like, did I come at the wrong time? Am I walking in on something? And that's when Kid A opens the door and says, hey, like, what's good, Ben? Like, coming in, man. So Ben walks in and, he sees Kid A and Kid B. And, well, Kid A's at the door. Kid B is on, like, just sitting on Kid A's bed. And, like, Kid C is standing by the closet, which will be important later on. So just remember that. And so they're all like, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? And Ben is like immediately like, hey, how's it going? Like, thank you for inviting me over. And they're like, yeah, man, no problem. We'd love to have you here. Yeah, so anyways, they decide that, or like not they decide, but Kid A says, hey, man, we're actually going out right now. We're going to go to the mall again. We're just going to walk around. Then we're going to get some dinner, and then we'll head back. So they all hop into a car, and Kid A's mom drives them to the mall. They're walking around, and Ben's having a really good time. He's like, these are like not my forever friends maybe, but he's like, I really enjoy these people. This is going a lot better than I thought. Kind of famous last words, and very ironic looking back on it, because things were about to not go as good as maybe he would have thought, right? So yeah, sure enough, Ben and Kid A, Kid B, and Kid C, they're all walking around the mall, and I don't know why it came up, but I think some kid had like a fur tail or something. And I think Ben made a casual joke or something like, oh, look, I think that kid's a furry or something. Haha. I don't know, right? And Kid A, Kid B, and Kid C didn't even crack a smile. They were just dead silent. And Ben was like, oh, he felt his joke not land. And he's like, oh, okay. But at that point, he just thought he like made like, I don't know, an uncomfortably unfunny joke or something, which... Look, man, just because I make a joke about something doesn't mean that someone's hiding something. Sometimes it just means that, well, I was unfunny in that situation, which actually happens more often than you can imagine, unfortunately. But yeah, sure enough, he doesn't really think anything of it, but obviously within time, it'll all start to make sense. So they get back home. And basically, they're making a pit stop at the house because I think like Kid B forgot something. And then they're going to go back out to dinner. And I think some of them were like, well, I'll go to the bathroom now, whatever. And so the thing is, it wasn't like hot during the day, but it was like, basically, the subscriber, Ben, he wore like a sweatshirt walking over. And it turns out that it was way too warm to be wearing a sweatshirt. So he was like, hey, can I take off the sweatshirt? And Kid A's like, yeah, just go put it in my room. So Ben walks up to Kid A's room alone. And this is where things start to take a turn. So basically, Ben walks into the room and he takes off his sweatshirt and Ben has no plans to snoop. Ben has literally no plans to like look through stuff or to go through someone's belongings. One, because he finds it as an invasion of privacy, but also two, if he was caught doing that, like, I don't know, he just knew for a fact that would be an immediate turnoff. Like that would immediately it would just make it harder to be friends, right? If he was caught breaching their privacy, literally like 2 hours into a sleepover that they very nicely invited him over to. However, the closet door was open ajar. So remember, guys, when Ben originally goes up to the room, he knocks on the door, and it's like during this pause, right? It's like a lot of movement happens or something, and a lot of stuff sounds like it's getting moved around. And remember, Kid C was standing up next to the closet as if he was guarding it or he just came from putting something into it. So the closet door was open ajar, so just open a little bit, right? And Ben just happens to catch a glimpse of something that just looks weird. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. So Ben, looks at it a little closer, and it's like a teddy bear foot. And he's like, that's a really big teddy bear foot. And I mean, he thinks what he's doing is harmless. Ben does. He's like, okay, well, maybe there's a really big teddy bear in there. Like, that's pretty funny. Like, I'm just going to look at it. So Ben approaches the closet, and since it's already open ajar, he just opens it a little bit more. And what is in front of him is 3 massive, one brown, one blue, and one red fursuits. Yeah, so Ben is like, oh, well, okay. And Ben doesn't really think anything that negative. It's not really a positive or a negative for him, but it does seem like these were hidden away, which I guess he can kind of understand because it's definitely it's not the most normal thing, and it can probably turn some people off. But Ben was like, oh, well, okay, this is kind of good to know, but also I don't really care. And in most cases, as I said, I wouldn't really care either. It's just like, as long as you don't try and put magical spells on me and then eat me in the middle of the night, then we're cool, which is what is about to happen to poor little old Ben, my friend. He's about to have a pretty bad night. So anyways, Ben closes the closet door and goes downstairs and acts like nothing happened. He doesn't care. He continues to focus on the night, have a good time at dinner, and eventually they get back. So Kid A, Kid B, and Kid C, they're having, they decide to watch a movie or something, and it's just a little weird. Ben is just noticing Kid A, Kid B, and Kid C kind of talking to each other, but very clearly looking at each other, kind of nodding at each other, kind of saying small things. It's like they're talking around Ben, but Ben didn't really chalk this up to be anything. He just thought, okay, well, I am the new man in the group. They probably have a lot of things that, maybe they just don't feel comfortable sharing with me yet. That's totally fine. That happens, man. So yeah, Ben doesn't really think that much of it, but the only reason I'm telling you is all this stuff in retrospect, Ben was like, oh yeah, I guess that was a little bit of a red flag. Oh yeah, I guess whatever, right? So anyways, eventually they go upstairs. And so Ben is brought to a guest room, and he's like, because they're going to bed at this point. They're like, hey man, we got a guest room for you. You can, we're going to be kind of sleeping throughout the different rooms. Some of us will be on the couch. There's another guest room that Kid 2 will be in. I'll be in my bed, and you can set up shop here. We had a pretty good night, and we'll talk in the morning. So Ben is like, all right, cool, whatever. Ben goes into the guest room, brushes his teeth, whatever, gets in bed, just is on his phone for a little bit. And he just hears a little bit of movement coming from outside. So it's a little weird. Yeah, but he doesn't really think much of it because he just assumes, I don't know, maybe they're just going somewhere, doing something, getting water, going to someone else's room to ask something. It's not that big of a deal. I'm saying these things because in retrospect, it all leads up. But eventually, Ben is just like, all right, well, I'm going to go to bed now. So he shuts off his phone, closes his eyes, and goes to sleep. So, he is awoken several hours later, and he's awoken in the most just weirdest way possible. He is currently being held down to his bed with 2 people, or 2 animal-type people, so 2 basically people in fursuits, but it's super difficult to tell right away. So Ben wakes up. He's like, oh, wait, I would freak out too, bro. If I will go over to someone's house and then I wake up and there's 2 big animatronic FNAF looking people holding me down, I'd be like, oh my God, is this Five Nights at Freddy's Bonnie? No. Yeah, but he's woken up and he's like, oh my God, and they're just they start chanting. So there's a red one, a green one, and a blue one. So I'm just going to say red, green, and blue. So the red one and the green one are holding him down, and the blue one is standing at the end of his bed. Legit horror scene, bro. He's like, what the freak, bro? He probably had said something a little stronger than that. But yeah, and they're all chanting some high-low, some crazy stuff, bro. They're all just sitting around chanting, and he's eventually Ben starts to I don't know, because when you just wake up, you're probably coming out of some sleep cycle. Maybe you're coming out of a dream. Your senses are still just coming back, right? So he was completely freaked out and panicked. But after about 30 seconds being held down, he started to be okay, I'm in my friend, quote unquote, I'm in his house. These, there's 3 people in fursuits, not big scary animals, fursuits. And my friends were hiding fursuits from me. So maybe this is some joke or something. Yeah, but look, at the same time, if you're sitting in bed, bro, and the people that you just met hold you down and are chanting demonic rituals in big old fursuits, I wouldn't necessarily feel good. Like, yeah, it's not actual massive mythological animals that are about to eat me, but at the same time, bro, like, I don't know, I still wouldn't feel good about myself. So obviously Ben is like, hey guys, haha, is this a joke or something? And they completely ignore him to continue on with their ritual or whatever, right? So the more like Ben was like, guys, what's good? And like every single time how they wouldn't respond at all. Ben's starting to feel just like a little bit weird. Like he'd feel weirder and weirder every time. Because like, I don't know, like the first time he was like, okay, this is just a prank. Maybe this is just their humor. And I don't know, we just have really, 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 really different humor. Like really, 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 really different humor. But maybe this is just a really funny prank. Prank is the secret word of the day, so if you made it this far into the video, comment prank down below. And while you're down in the comment section, check the pinned comment as there's a link to my Spotify, which I upload these stories every single day to, so you can listen to them as a podcast on Spotify. And also a link to 2 other channels that I will be posting on, so subscribe to both of those. And if you're listening on Spotify, rate the podcast 5 stars. And anyways, so sure enough, Ben is just sitting there, and he's being held down by these 2 furry people. I think like, how hard were they actually holding him down? I don't really know. All I know is like Ben probably wasn't like struggling. Like they weren't restraining him with like actual like serial killer type things that would like actually hold him down. But it still was really weird. So that is when, it's the red and blue furry that are holding him down. But the green furry, who's standing at the end of his bed, eventually says something in English. Because they've just been chanting like really weird rituals for like the last 3 minutes. He's like, Ben. And Ben is like, yeah, dude, like what? Bro's really being held down by 2 furries chanting weird, I don't know, ancient texts or whatever. And eventually some guy's like, yo, like how are you supposed to respond to that, dude? So sure enough, Ben is like, hello, like, yeah. And the guy, the green furry is like, you have been chosen to join the furry brotherhood. And he's like, cool, question mark. And the kid's like, yo, like, okay, he doesn't say yo, but he's like now, like, you must choose if you either are one of us or against us. And Ben in his head is like, all right, so these guys are definitely not as chill as I first imagined. Maybe the reason why they were so inclusive is they really just wanted, like, they're not really, I don't know, the most popular group of people ever that so many people are vying to get into their friend group, bro. Maybe not every single individual is just scraping their hardest to get in, right? And maybe that's the reason why they were so, I don't know, receptive. But it was still kind of weird because they actually seemed like cool individuals at every other point besides being held down by 2 big sweaty furries and being chanted at 3 in the morning. Like, that wasn't super chill of them, if I do say so myself. So he's like, I guess I'm not against you. So then the main green furry is like, good. Then we shall continue the ritual. And Ben's like, hey, yo, pause. And like the furries all look at him. He's like, whoa, like, ritual, guys? Like, what? They're like, yes. The ceremonial leg eating. And he's like, yo, pause, bro. Huh? What? Yeah, so I don't know about you, but if I was being held down to a bed by 2 sweaty furries, right, and the third one tells me that to continue the ritual, they must do the ceremonial leg eating. Huh? Yeah, so at this point, Ben is in a pretty tricky situation. It's 3 in the morning, he's in a stranger's house, he's being restrained by 2 furries, and the third furry is standing at the end of his bed and informs him that they're about to eat one of his legs to have him join the furry cult. So this is a lot for me to handle, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a breather and pass this over to my friend Tag Swag. He also makes story videos. He will be linked in the description, and he's going to tell you guys a short furry video while I take a breather, man. So yeah, take it away.
All right, so there was once a furry in a subscriber of mine's class. So this furry was in her math class. Now she goes to class, pretty normal day,
Yep.
as per usual. And she goes into class and she sits next to this furry. And well, how did she know this girl was a furry? Well, she was drawing furries and stuff like that. And whatever, she can do her thing. It is what it is. But then it just got insane today for whatever reason. She walked in with cat ears on and a tail.
Big old tail.
Yep. I mean, I don't know what made her do that on this very day, but she just decided to show her true self today,
Her true wolf self.
Her true wolf self. So she walked in and pretty much they were just sitting down, going through the lecture of math or whatever. And then the teacher was like, listen, I got to continue class here. So this is quite a distraction. I don't know what's going on here. Could you take off the cat ears and the tail, please? Or else I'm going to send you to the principal's office. I don't want any smoke here, but that's what I'm going to have to do.
I want no smoke.
Exactly, bro. But yeah, this girl was like, no, that violates my Second Amendment right.
Obviously, the furry amendment.
Yeah, that's the pro furry. Yeah, that's the pro furry amendment. Yeah, clearly. Yeah, she was freaking out. She was like, oh my God, this violates my rights, blah, blah, blah. You can't tell me what to do. But I mean, technically, the teacher can tell you what to do. Yeah. I mean, you're in her class. So, I mean, there's really not much you can do there. So the furry just decided to take the hit and go to the office. And on the way to the office, she was just screaming this goes against my rights. I want to be able to express myself freely at this school, blah, blah, blah.
So yeah, that furry story is a little bit lighter than the one we're about to dive back into, but make sure to subscribe to Tag Swag. He makes stories too. Link in the description, and let's get back to the main furry story. So where did we leave off? Yeah, so anyways, Ben is trying to comprehend exactly what he was just told. Because remember, it's 3 a.m. He's in a stranger's house, and he's being held down against his will by 2 furries, one on his left and one on his right. And all of a sudden, right, he's just, he's told that, they need to eat his leg. They need to eat his foot. They need to consume his organs to have him initiated into their cult, which is just well, I knew that making friends was hard, but no one told me it was going to be literally this hard, bro. No one told me it was going to be to this extreme of difficulty, bro. Are you serious right now, bro? Yeah, so tough situation, not going to lie, a little bit of a tough situation. So Ben is thinking pretty quickly on his feet. He's like, okay, I live 20 minutes away. I live in the same neighborhood. I walked here, and thank God that Ben walked there, because here's the thing. If Ben wanted to, and I'm not going to say if he does or not, you're going to have to listen and wait, but if Ben wanted to escape and he didn't walk there, he had his mom walk, drive him over or whatever, he would have had no way, because they were in the same neighborhood-ish, but not really. They were in the same vicinity, right? It was still a 20, 15-minute walk, right? So it's not something he could just figure out on the spot. So Ben is sitting there. He's like, okay. And he's like, I am prepared to have my foot eaten. And, the green furry is like, perfect, excellent. Red and green, you can stop or red and blue, you can stop restraining him. And they kind of look at the green furry are you sure about that? And the green furry gives the nod, the affirmation, right? And as soon as they let go, Ben is like, what? There's why is there another guy in here? And all 3 of them look to where Ben's pointing. Boom! Ben immediately jumps out. He jumps out of bed and runs down the hall, slams the door behind him. Slams it super loud, because remember, this is at their parents' house, right? Or the first guy's parents' house. So he runs down the stairs, and Ben left all of his stuff, basically, because he had his phone on him. His phone was he, for some reason, put his phone into his pocket when he was going to sleep, which just worked out really well. But the rest of his stuff was literally downstairs. I think he left his toothbrush in the bathroom, but he's going to have to take an L on that toothbrush. It's okay, man. Yeah, but anyways, he's bolting down the stairs. He quickly picks up his bag, which is a pretty small one. He just brought a backpack with a change of clothes or whatever. Puts that on, exits out the door. I guess it was just locked and not alarmed, so he didn't set up the alarm or anything. And he immediately starts bolting down the direction of his house. And he's running, and he's running, and he's running, and he's running, and he looks behind him, and he sees the door open of the house, and the 3 furries get out. However, Ben also knows that he is comfortably ahead of them. So he's relentless in the way that he's sprinting. He doesn't let go for a second. He's sprinting, he's running, and he runs halfway to his house, and he just stops, and he's just to catch his breath. And he's just he's sitting down, behind this like fence or whatever, and he's just so terrified to look behind him. So if he kind of like looks around the fence, he takes a glimpse, and sure enough, they're good. The furries are nowhere in sight. They must have not come after him. So Ben takes the rest of the trek home. It is 4:30 in the morning. It is 4 in the morning by this time. It's like dark, but you can kind of see the sun is maybe about to peek over. I don't even know. He makes it to his house, and he just sits there, and he literally falls asleep outside the house. So yeah, he was awoken at like 9 when the sun was up by the door opening and his mom being like, "Oh my God." So she's like, "Ben, why are you here? Like, why are you, what?" So yeah, Ben was like, "Hey mom, let's talk for a second." So Ben basically sat her down, and thankfully Ben told his mom to sit down because she probably would have collapsed midway through this story that he was telling her. Yeah, and Ben's mom's like, "Well, I hope the next friends you make will be better." And Ben's like, "Yeah, mom, yeah, me too. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're having a great day today, because today we have probably one of the most insane stories about a Minecraft kid to date. I mean, you do not want to miss this, so sit back, relax, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's call today's subscriber who submitted this story, let's call him Dave. So anyways, right, Dave was in the 3rd grade, and in the 3rd grade, like at this time, Minecraft was huge. I mean, Minecraft was really big now, but it was like really, really big back in like 2013, 2014. Dave is quite older, but this is a story from back in his childhood. So anyways, right, one thing that was starting to get pretty big, 2015, 2016, I don't totally know exactly when this story happens, was something called, Minecraft PvP, where basically people would fight each other in Minecraft. And there was this kid in Dave's class who we're going to call Ben, because of course we're going to call him Ben. So anyways, right, Dave and Ben, they weren't necessarily best friends, but they started to get to know each other because they both were really into the whole Minecraft player versus player battles. And so they would start to like play a little bit, with each other after school. They would go on Minecraft servers and they would fight each other, and it was actually quite fun. So Dave and Ben started to become friends in class. And the thing is, though, Dave was not friends with Ben after what is about to happen, which is absolutely crazy, but you'll have to wait for that one, right? So anyways, right, Dave and Ben, they're talking at recess. So there's a swing set at this school's recess, at the school's playground. So Dave and Ben, they're both on the swings, and, Ben is like, "Man, I don't know, I really don't like Miss Davenport." So Miss Davenport's going to be the name of their teacher for their math class. And Dave's like, "Dude, I know, she's the worst." And Ben's like, "Bro, like, I wish I could just, like, spend my entire day getting better at Minecraft PvP, like, learning how to, like, be better, but instead I have to spend all this time learning my times tables, bro. I hate those." Little side note, I hated my times tables because I would be, like, timed to be like, you have to do all these in 1 minute. I'm terrible under pressure. I did not like those. But anyways, Dave and Ben, they were talking about how they really didn't like, the math they had to do in their class, and how they thought that their teacher was, like, extra mean, even though Dave tells me in retrospect the teacher was actually super normal. Like, she was, like, honestly just trying to teach them the fundamentals of math that they would need for, like, the next 7 years of schooling. But at that time, Dave and Ben, the Minecraft kid, they just didn't get that. So Dave and Ben decided that, they were going to pull a prank on their teacher to somehow get more time to play Minecraft. So what they were going to do is they were going to find a way to bring their, like, computers into class and to play Minecraft, like, during class, so that they can, because, like, what they were thinking is Dave and Ben, the Minecraft kid, were like, "You know what? I hate math. When am I actually going to use it? But you know what I'm using every day? My Minecraft player versus player battle skills. Oh yeah, baby." So yeah, basically they were thinking to themselves, like, we gotta practice in class because we're wasting all of our time doing math. This is ridiculous. So anyways, they conjure up a plan, and the whole plan is that they will, like, put their backpacks on their desk, because they actually had pretty big desks, and they would also sit all the way in the back of class, and their backpacks would be, like, on the desk enough so that it would be kind of blocking their computers. Then they'd whip out their computers, and, they would have their mouses or whatever, and then they would play Minecraft in class, and they just like attach to the school Wi-Fi. This was so far back then that like the school Wi-Fi, like people like the administrators in the school didn't even know about like how to do like Wi-Fi blocking. You know how like some like when you go to school Wi-Fi you can't look up certain sites or use certain things. This was back in the day when like they didn't even know about this. They're just like, oh, internet connection, cool, anyone can use it, we don't really care. I don't know if every school was like this, but at least Dave and Ben's school was like this. So anyways, the next day rolls around and they bring their computers into school. And on the way out, Dave's mom was like, oh, honey, why do you have your computer with you? And, Dave was like, I need to think quick on the spot. He's like, we need it for class. And Dave's mom's like, oh, cool. So anyways, Dave goes into school. He meets up with Ben before class. He's like, bro, are you ready? And Ben's like, yeah, dude, I got my PC. I'm ready for this. So they go into class and they both sit in the back of the class. And the teacher's like, all right, class, today we'll be learning about long division. By the way, screw long division. That is the worst thing ever. But anyways, right, so Dave and Ben, they're sitting in the back of class. They pull out their backpacks and they put them on their desk. And the teacher kind of looks over and doesn't think anything of it. She's like, weird. But if you want to have less desk space, then be my guest, bro. Like, that's not on me, that's on you, so whatever. And then Dave and Ben, they pull out their computers and then they pull out their mice and they barely have enough room to fit everything on there, but barely is still it. They still have enough room, even if it's barely enough room. So anyways, right, they get their laptops out, they connect to the Wi-Fi. They're like, all right, this is perfect. So they go on whatever player versus player Minecraft server where they can fight each other and other people. I don't know if it was Hypixel back in the day. I don't know if it was like a Bad Lion or whatever. I don't even know. I don't know the history that well. But they go on their server, right? And the thing about like Minecraft PvP, if you don't know, when you fight someone in Minecraft, you normally have like a sword. Normally, you can have like bow, rod, lava bucket. You can have a lot of stuff. But normally it's sword fighting, and for sword fighting, you need to click. And neither of these kids had auto clickers or anything like this. So they wanted to swing their sword, they needed to click. And the thing is, right, they didn't have some kind of like ghost mouse that makes no sounds when you click it, which I don't know even if that's a thing, because like, why would you want that? Except for this very specific situation, which doesn't come up often. Well, actually, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not typically in class pretending to be like hiding behind like a backpack, secretly playing Minecraft, ignoring my math schools or my like math class or whatever. That doesn't normally happen. But anyways, right? So the thing is, for them to play, they need to be clicking. And remember, this class isn't super loud and rowdy, and no one else is on their computers, and no one else is clicking a mouse. So they don't even really think of this. They're just like, Dave and Ben are just so excited to the fact that they're able to play Minecraft during their math class that they legitimately just they get on the server and they go, actually, I have a mouse with me right now. They just start like going crazy, and they're clicking away and they're fighting people, and they're doing pretty well, right? So Dave is super focused right now. He's playing this kid who's actually pretty good, and they're really close. They basically have the same number of hits, and he hears Ben whisper, Dave, 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 Dave. And Dave's like, Ben, stop, I'm in the middle of a fight. And that's when the teacher says, then he hears his name again, but he hears Dave, and sure enough, it is Miss Davenport. And he looks up, and he immediately closes his computer. At this point, like, Ben is like, oh my God. And Dave is like, hi, Miss Davenport. How's it going, Miss Davenport? How's it going there? Haha, what's good? Miss Davenport, and sure enough, like, Miss Davenport's like, you two, you're coming with me. And they pack their bags, and they walk up to the principal's office, and they get in trouble because you're not supposed to be doing that in class. And, and the principal, ends up calling their parents. When Dave gets back, Dave's mom's like, you were playing Minecraft, you were playing, like, video games. I don't know if she knew if it was Minecraft exactly. So, you were playing video games in class. You're supposed to be paying attention. Like, this is foundational material for the rest of your academic career. Like, you're going to be in college math class, and you're going to be thinking back, why didn't I pay attention to that long division? Bro, I've never done long division, like, since 4th grade, bro. Just a little tip. I mean, learn it because you need to pass, but I've never used that stuff again. Oh, my God. Anyways, though, Dave is not happy. And, Ben is also not happy. So the next day, while they did get in trouble, they still had their recess privileges. So they went out back to the swing set. And Ben was like, dude, Miss Davenport is the worst. And Dave's like, bro, 100%. She is the worst. Even though, like, in retrospect, Dave tells me that Miss Davenport was literally just doing her job and that Dave back then and Ben, his friend, were just a bunch of dumb kids. But anyways, at the time, Dave and Ben were like, bro, she is the worst. We need to actually get back at her for what she did to us. And Dave's like, bro, what were you thinking? And Ben's like, you know what? Last night, I was just so angry that I was sitting there and I was just trying to come up with something. I was trying to come up with an epic prank that would truly get her. So Dave and Ben end up doing something which you guys will hear in just a little bit. That is something that I have to do a little bit of a disclaimer. Do not do this. I have personally never done it, and I actually don't know anyone who's done this. And it's also pretty illegal, and it's a jerk move, and you should never do something like this. That's just my disclaimer coming from me, so I can freely tell the rest of the story. So anyways, on the swing set, Dave and Ben, since they live close to each other and they're allowed to kind of roam around, Ben's like, dude, I figured out exactly where Miss Davenport lives last night. And Dave's like, bro, what? And Ben's like, dude, Miss Davenport, she lives really close to us. Like, she lives like 5 minutes away. And Dave's like, bro, okay, what do you want me to do with this information? And Ben's like, dude, my mom just bought eggs. And she probably, so much stuff goes in her fridge, she won't notice if she loses some eggs, right? And Ben's like, or Dave's like, bro, Ben, I don't understand what you're trying to say. And that's when Ben says, you and me, tonight, we're going to go egg her house for what she did to us. Real quick, if you made it this far into the video, comment door down below. That's for the OGs of this channel. If you don't get it, that's all good. But if you've been around for a while, that probably brought you back. But anyways, if you made it this far into the video, comment door down below, D-O-O-R, or the thing that, like, you enter a house with or a building with. I just want to see how many people make this far into the video. And also, if you want to support the channel, literally binge watch these videos, like sit down and watch a bunch of story videos in a row. It really helps me out more than you can ever imagine. And let me know in the comment section what you are doing while binge watching these videos. Are you playing video games? Are you doing some artwork? Are you going to sleep? Whatever you're doing, let me know. I'll heart it. And I'll even sometimes throw up your comments on screen. So here are some people. Here's a little bit of a shout out to these people. If you want a bit of a shout out in a future video, just comment how you're supporting the channel, and yeah, let's get back to it. So anyways, right, at this point, Dave and Ben, they kind of commit to, doing the thing that they're going to do, and after school, they basically have a plan to tell their parents that they're going on a nighttime walk at like 8, and then they're gonna meet up at a certain place. So anyways, it's like 7:55, and Dave's starting to get butterflies in his stomach. Like, this is really crazy. He's starting to feel really, like, weird about this, but he's like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going through with it. So it's 8 o'clock. He walks out there, and he meets up with his friend Ben, and sure enough, Ben has 4 eggs in his hand. So they're not going to, like, they're not going to load up a Gatling gun with 1,000 eggs and completely, like, I don't know, they're not going to turn her house into an omelet or anything like that, but they're still going to egg the house, which, once again, disclaimer, do not ever do. It's not even, like, cool or anything like that. You're an idiot if you do it. Anyways, because you will get in trouble, dumbass. But anyways, Dave and Ben, they start walking over, and they're hiding the eggs, right? They walk over to where Miss Davenport's house is, and they sneak around over, and then they hide in the bushes, right? And Dave turns to Ben. He's like, dude, are you sure about this? And Ben's like, don't forget what she did to us. And with that, Dave gets a little angry. He takes one of the eggs. He's like, on 3. And then Ben takes one of his eggs. He's like, all right. And Dave's like, 3, 2, 1. And then 2 eggs splat. And then he's like, all right, we got to fire this one quickly. They take both of them again. And sure enough, they got 4 eggs right across the side of the house, and this time they need to get out of there. So they don't run away, but they kind of like power walk away, and they kind of sneak out of there, and they watch, and they hear the door open, but by that time they are out of sight. So Dave and Ben quickly like power walk away, and they go out of sight, out of distance. They're like, oh my God. Oh my God, that was crazy. They're like, we totally got her. And Dave is like, we totally got her. And Ben's like, I don't know. Dave's like, dude, we totally got her. Like, how could you want to get her more? And once again, Ben's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if that was enough. And Dave's like, well, that was enough for me. So sure enough, they go back home, they go to bed. The next day they wake up and, they go to school and they're sitting and, once again, they go back to their swing set. And Dave is like, man, I don't know. I just don't feel satisfied with what happened. I feel like she deserves more. And at this point, Dave's like, bro, Ben, what do you mean? We got our house. We got her good. And Ben's just like, man, I don't know, Dave. Like, I just don't feel like we actually did get her good. I feel like there's still more that can be done. The wrong has not been righted. And Dave's like, bro, chill out. The wrong has definitely been righted, which, by the way, 2 wrongs do not equal a right, bro, but anyways, right? So sure enough, they go back to class, and they're sitting there, and, Miss Davenport calls on Ben. Ben doesn't know the answer, and doesn't embarrass him in front of the whole class. But, bro, when you get called on and you very clearly are not trying to have your hand raised because you're not trying to get called on, and the teacher calls on you in class, and everyone looks, and you turn around, and you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about, that's embarrassing. But apparently that was just that was the last straw for Ben. And as their school is out, or not school's out, but school's out for the day. They're waiting in line to be picked up by their parents. And Ben walks up to Dave and is like, bro, I'm getting revenge on Miss Davenport for embarrassing me today. And, Dave's like, bro, what are you talking about? And Ben's like, dude, she's been crazy recently. And what we did was just it was a little drop in the bucket. It really means nothing. But I'm going to get her tomorrow. And I'm going to use my Minecraft skills to get her back. I'm going to put my training to good use. And Dave looked at him and had literally no idea what he was going to do. So he's like, okay, man, cool. So anyways, the next day rolls around. And once again, before class, they're at recess and they're sitting on the swings. Dave and Ben always sit on the swings together. No one else really uses the swings, so they're kind of it's the place they always go to. And Dave is just talking, and Ben's like, bro, you're going to want to be in class today. And Dave's like, dude, of course I'm going to be in class. What would I do if I skipped it? Sit in the bathroom, dude? What? Because remember, they didn't really have phones then. I mean, phones were a thing, but since they were kids, they didn't really have it. But anyways, Ben goes on, bro, you're going to want to be there. And Dave's like, okay, you want to tell me? And Ben's like, nope, it's going to be a surprise. But just know that Miss Davenport is not going to want to mess with me or anyone else, including you, after this. And Dave's like, okay, man, cool. So they get to class. And, Dave sits next to Ben. And he looks over. And there's something's weird with Ben's bag. And that's when Dave realizes, those fake plushy Minecraft diamond swords that you can buy online, the little toy things. Yeah, one of those, the handle of that was sticking out of his backpack. And Dave looks at Ben and is whispering yo, dude, why is there a diamond sword in your backpack? And Ben's like, bro, you're gonna see, dude. And Dave's like, okay. What? And Dave's like, bro, just wait. It's gonna be crazy. And Dave's like, all right, man, I'll trust you on this one. So sure enough, right, Ben is kind of just waiting to be called on. And sure enough, Miss Davenport's like, all right, Ben, can you answer this? Because she was going around just asking people. And Ben's like, Miss Davenport, I did not raise my hand. And Miss Davenport's like, well, sometimes I call on people. It's just part of the class. And Ben is stands up. He's like, that is the last time that you disrespect me, ma'am. And he reaches into his backpack and whips out his diamond sword. And Dave is like, oh my God, this guy's gone off the rocker. And he starts swinging it around and Miss Davenport's like, Ben, what is that? Why do you have a little fake plastic sword or whatever? And Dave is like, Ben is like, you don't understand. He starts walking towards her, swinging it. Everyone in the class is dead silent. They're like, bro, this kid's gone insane. Oh my God. But anyways, right, so Ben is walking towards him with the sword. Miss Davenport's like, dude. Or she doesn't. Okay, Miss Davenport, the teacher, the 40-year-old math teacher, does not say dude. But she's like, Ben, put that down immediately, and you're coming with me to the principal's office. And Ben's like, no, you've disrespected me and my brethren for too long. And he goes up and he's like, any last words? And, you know, Miss Davenport's like, Ben, put that thing down immediately. You and I are going to the principal's office. Cut off mid-sentence. Why was she cut off mid-sentence? Well, because at that point, Ben had enough. And he swung with the diamond sword. However, he got too close to her. So when he swung with the diamond sword, he held the diamond sword in his fist so tightly that when he swung, he didn't hit her only with the diamond sword. He accidentally hit her with his fist that was clutching onto the diamond sword so tightly that he basically just square punched her in the face. And at this point, it was such, like, I know he's just a little kid, but just like the shock and the momentum and just somehow he got it just right that he went, whoopah! And Miss Davenport stood there for like a second and then just collapsed on the floor. And everyone, their mouths were just gaping open. They were just like, oh, what? What? Huh? Oh, what is going on? What is going on? What? And so, okay, so sure enough, one girl just runs out of the room immediately. And Ben is kind of just standing there, just kind of shocked with what happened. Because, bro, you're not expecting to knock out the teacher with your diamond sword. I don't care how delusional you are. Like, you were just not expecting that to happen. And, you know, Ben's just standing there. He's like, oh, my God. 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 What'd I do? What'd I do? Everyone in the class is like, oh, my God. Is she dead? Oh, my God. She was not dead. She was just knocked out. But within, like, 5 minutes, the girl that ran out actually ran out just to go get, like, help from, like, security or whatever. And sure enough, security walks in, and they look at what's happening. They see the kid with the diamond sword and the teacher slumped over, and the girl points to him and says, that's the kid. Security goes up, grabs Ben, is like, you're coming with us. And the other security officer goes and checks, like, Ms. Davenport's pulse to make sure that she wasn't, like, actually, you know, destroyed by that. And sure enough, she was fine, but, like, she was knocked out. They call an ambulance. Ambulance comes over. Miss Davenport starts coming back too. You know, she's given water, electrolytes, whatever. And Dave is just sitting there like, oh my God. So Ben actually gets up getting expelled from the school. He's not suspended. He's not in trouble. He's expelled from the school. They have like a zero tolerance for anything like that. However, you know, there was some questioning to Ben about like the recent like egging to her house because she did report it to the school. And Ben, thankful to Ben did not say anything. Ben kept his mouth shut, said he knew nothing of it, that was ridiculous, and they didn't look any further into it. And Ben and Dave never really spoke that much afterwards because Dave's mom, like, I don't want you hanging out with Ben. He's a bad influence and all that kind of stuff. And to this day, Dave and Ben have not seen each other since. And Dave does not know where Ben is. Ben might be at some other school. Dave thinks that, like, the parents moved because he actually walked over to see, like, if Ben was at his house because he wanted to, like, to see how he was doing. And it was, like, a totally different family in that house when he went over. It was kind of weird, but whatever, right? And yeah, to this day, Dave has no idea what's happening, and it was probably the craziest story of his life. Today I get a story time of another one of these Minecraft kids deciding to fight back against his babysitter in a quite unconventional way, you might say. I mean, I bet you can read the title right now. So yeah, with that being said, sit back, relax, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's call today's subscriber who submitted this story to me, let's call him Ryan. So Ryan was friends with this kid who really liked Minecraft. So we're calling him the Minecraft Kid because that always works in the title, and you guys like the Minecraft Kid stories, and I like telling them. But anyways, right, Ryan was invited over to this kid who he didn't know that well, and we're just going to call him the Minecraft Kid. So anyways, right, Ryan was invited over to the Minecraft Kid's house to, well, you know, play Minecraft with him. The idea was he was going to go over on a Friday night and play some Bed Wars with this kid. Honestly, sounds like a pretty sick Friday night, if you know what I mean. However, he didn't really know much about this kid, and he only kind of just started to know him because Ryan's mom and the Minecraft Kid's mom became friends like a couple months ago when they were both volunteering for something, or maybe they just met. I don't know why, but Ryan's mom and the Minecraft kid's mom became friends. And for that reason, you know, Ryan's mom's like, oh, I have a son about your son's age. They should totally hang out. And since Ryan knew nothing about the Minecraft kid, at their first like interaction, which wasn't like a sleepover playdate type thing, he was like, so what do you like to do? And he's like, I like to play Minecraft. He's like, cool. Do you like to play Bed Wars? And he's like, yeah, it's my favorite game. So they bonded over it. So anyways, Ryan was heading over to the Minecraft kid's house. And Ryan's mom told him, hey, just so you know, the Minecraft kid's mom is not going to be there. She's going to be out for something. However, they hired a babysitter, and the Minecraft kid's mom should be back by like 10 or 11. And Ryan was like, all right, that's totally fine. I don't really care. It's not like we would have been hanging out with the Minecraft kid's mom and having her play in our Bed Wars trios or something, man. So it's fine. So Ryan gets over to the Minecraft kid's house, and when he gets there, no one greets him at the door. He kind of stands there for a second, and he knocks on it, and he stands there for like a little more time, and he hears noises coming from upstairs. And it's a 2-story house, and there's a window right above him, and the window is open, and he can hear noises. And you know what noises he hears? He hears block placing noises. He hears golden apple eating noises. He hears bed break noises. He's like, wait a minute. Bro, the Minecraft kid is playing Bed Wars right now. And, you know, Ryan was thinking that he would have yelled up to the Minecraft kid, but the door eventually opened, and presumably the babysitter, or who we thought the babysitter was, which, no, was the babysitter. That isn't, like, the big secret of the story, but the babysitter comes and, you know, opens the door and says, hey, so sorry, Minecraft kid's upstairs. I'm, you know, making dinner right now for you guys. It'll be ready in, like, 30 minutes, so make sure you're not in the middle of the game in, like, half an hour. And Ryan's like, all right, that sounds pretty cool. So he goes up the stairs, he opens the door, and the Minecraft kid's like, what's good, bro? I'm in the middle of a game. Get your like laptop out and set your stuff up, and we'll go into like doubles in just a second. And so sure enough, and by the way, guys, Bed Wars it's a Minecraft game where you can like, it's fun. You should go look it up and play it maybe. But just for context, it's a video game on Minecraft. But anyways, right, so he sets up his gaming setup or whatever. He gets that all ready. And yeah, sure enough, the Minecraft kid eventually wins his game. Great work, Minecraft kid. Not so great work at later in the night, as you can tell by the title. But yeah, anyways, Ryan and the Minecraft kid, they start playing some Bed Wars duos. Life's pretty good. And that's until they're in the middle of a game, and it's really, really intense, right? It's getting really down to the wire. If you know a thing or two about Bed Wars, all the beds have been broken, and they're really just both of them, Ryan and the Minecraft kid, are super stacked. They have their golden apples. They have their diamond armor. Yes, they sweated to diamond armor. And the two people that were remaining were about as good as they were. And they were playing for all the marbles at this point, man. This was pretty intense. And that's when the babysitter yells, all right, guys, time for dinner. And the Minecraft kid's like, well, 1 second. Yells down that, and you know, Ryan and the Minecraft kid are like, all right, how are we gonna do this? Do we go in? Do we wait? And the Minecraft kid is a big fan of like camping, which in a video game, when you're camping, that basically just means that like you're staying on defensive ground and you're waiting for the opponent to come to you, which in Bed Wars, if you're super, super stacked, that can kind of give you the advantage because you can always drop golems. You got hometown advantage if you have the regen thing. Camping is an okay strategy, super late game, but that also means that the game's going to be a long time. And Ryan says to the Minecraft kid, hey man, do you think we should like be aggressive and we should be the one attacking them? Because like, you know, our food is like, dinner is ready. Do you think we should just go do that for the sake of doing that? Just so we can, and we'll play another game when we come back. And the Minecraft kid's like, no, like I know that we'll win. Like we have prot 4 diamond, they don't. But if we go to them, there's a chance that they knock us off, we fall while going, they fireball us over. It's just a lot more dangerous to go over. He said, we're staying here. And Ryan, who doesn't really care, he's like, all right, man, sure, we'll stay here. And then, you know, a minute later, the babysitter says, guys, you don't want dinner to get cold? The Minecraft kid's like, 1 second. Which it wasn't going to be a second. Like, it was going to be probably like 5-10 minutes on average remaining of the game. And so, yeah, Ryan and the Minecraft kid were waiting it out. And the thing was, the other team was camping too, which basically means that they were both just collecting gear and such, and they weren't attacking each other. So then the babysitter was, yelled up again, like, guys, like, come on, like, I made you something. Like, I told you not to be in the middle of a game. And he's like, once again, the Minecraft kid, instead of saying, hey, I'm so sorry, can we be down there in 5 to 10 minutes? Like, I apologize. He's like, 1 second. He just keeps yelling down 1 second. And the babysitter kind of did something that she probably shouldn't have. Like, it just wasn't that deep, but I think the babysitter was kind of getting mad that, they just were refusing to come down when, she was sweating out some good food or whatever. So the babysitter, what she does is she goes to the Wi-Fi router, and yes, you can probably already guess, unplugs it and replugs it, which basically, if your Wi-Fi, at least in my case, whenever my Wi-Fi is super slow or just kind of sucks, I go to the Wi-Fi router or whatever. I go what am I saying? I go to the Wi-Fi router, and I think I combined router and modem. My fault. I go to my Wi-Fi router or box, unplug it, replug it. Wi-Fi's down for like 5 minutes, but then it comes back nice and fresh and clean. However, the Wi-Fi goes down. So basically, right, Ryan and the Minecraft kid are in the middle of a match, and like they start to go to like buy something from the store, and Ryan's clicking on it, but it's not registering it. And Ryan's like, dude, I think I'm disconnecting. And at this point, right, if you disconnect, you lose. And the Minecraft kid's like, no, it's not working. Why can't I place blocks? Why are things not registering? And then both at the same time, they get a message, like, not kicked, but like, it disconnects from Hypixel, like no connection. And the Minecraft kid's like, no! Starts slamming his fist. And Ryan, who doesn't really care, and it looks at the Minecraft kid, and the Minecraft kid was like, I was on a 99 win streak. I won 99 games in a row. I was going to go to 100. I've been recording the whole thing. I was going to clip it and post it on YouTube, man. I was about to get 100. Basically, he was pretty upset. So Ryan and the Minecraft kid, Ryan just looks at the Minecraft kid and be like, all right, man, I'm so sorry. Like, we'll grind it out tonight. We'll get you back to at least halfway, which was a lie. They were not going to play, nevertheless, win 50 games in a row. But, Ryan's just trying to calm the air. And he's like, yeah, man, don't worry. We'll get back to it. So they walk down, and the babysitter is waiting there. And she's like, guys, like, I asked you to come down. If you weren't going to come down, you should have at least told me. And I would have put it back in the stove. Now the food is cold. It really took me, turning off the Wi-Fi to get you guys to come down. Teenagers these days. Or not teen, I guess. She's a teenager. She's the babysitter. I guess preteens these days. And that's when Ryan is like, oh my God, she turned off the Wi-Fi. That's why we froze in the game. And Ryan looks over at the Minecraft kid, whose face, he's just stood there. Like he's been frozen by like a spell that turns you to stone. He's just frozen there, looking at her. His like jaw starts to slack a little bit, like, oh my God, it was you. It was you who got in between me and the 100 Bed Wars win streak. Real quick comment, Minecraft, if you made it this far into the video, as that will be the secret word of the day. And if you want to support the channel, as always, just go ahead and binge watch several videos or a bunch of videos whenever you have the time. And let me know in the comments if you do this, because it really does support me more than you can probably even imagine. It boosts the channel. YouTube likes watch time anyways. So right now, remember, Ryan and the Minecraft kid just lost in a very important game for the Minecraft kid. He almost got a 100 win streak, which is pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie. But unfortunately, the babysitter, who kind of like overreacted a little bit, got mad and unplugged the Wi-Fi, and that made them lose the game that they probably were actually going to win. And so when they walk down, they have no idea that the babysitter was the reason why they lost the game, until the babysitter is like, oh, guys, like, I really had to pull the Wi-Fi plug to get you guys down here. Like, crazy how like preteens are these days, or kids on their phones too much, like on that like old man behavior type thing, even though this girl was like 17 or something. And the Minecraft kid is just so angry. He's like, you're the reason I lost my Minecraft game. And she's like, sorry, like, should have come down faster, or should have at least told me. And she goes to sit down, and Ryan is also like, all right, well, this is going to be a little awkward, but whatever. I'm still going down to sit down, like, whatever. Like, he's not going to react that ridiculously. How do I say this? Yeah, no, he acted ridiculously. The Minecraft kid waits until the girl sits, or the babysitter, she's 17. I guess she's still like a girl, I guess. She is, I don't know. She waits till the babysitter, right, sits down. And when the babysitter sits down, the Minecraft kid runs up to her, grabs a chair. This is like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Grabs a chair, turns around, pulls down his pants, and rips up. Dude, I'm 19 years old, and I'm telling you about Minecraft kid revenge farting in someone's face. I'm doing it. I'm going through with it. I'm too far in the story to turn around. The Minecraft kid, after getting on the chair, ripping down his pants, farts in the babysitter's face, directly her eye while it was open. If you don't know, the reason why the fart smells bad, because there's a lot of gross particles in it. And when the gross particles get into your eye can get infected, and it can be really bad. So the babysitter legitimately falls out of her chair and starts, like, screaming. Because, like, because apparently he really ripped one. He really ripped one, man. And her eye was open. And it was really close. And Ryan was like, well, so this kid and I have one thing in common. We like Bed Wars. And we have nothing else in common. And this will probably be the last time I ever hang out with him. And, so the babysitter's like, what did you do? Why would you do that? Like, that's so ridiculous and disgusting. Like, my eye, it burns. Oh, my God. Oh, my eye, it burns. Like, why would you do that? Like, And Ryan looks at the Minecraft kid, and the Minecraft kid is literally laughing. He's like, and Ryan's like, oh my God, this kid's because the thing was, Ryan's thinking to himself, dude, this kid must do this all the time, because, like, you're not just gonna think to yourself, wow, I'm so angry at this person. Let me wait until they sit down, grab a chair, stand on it, turn around, pull down my pants, and fart directly point blank into their face. That's just not something that comes to you in the heat of the moment. That I mean, maybe I'm just built different from all you guys. I really don't know, but that definitely doesn't come to me. But sure enough, right, the babysitter eventually gets up, and Ryan and the Minecraft kid look at her face, and her left eye is red and swollen. And Ryan's like, oh my God, that is definitely not a coincidence. And the babysitter is like, move out of my way. And she moves past both of them, goes and finds the home phone, because I guess her phone wasn't on her or something, and legitimately calls 911, an ambulance. Which, okay, that was maybe a little excessive, but maybe I wouldn't drive if my eyes were impaired and I thought that they were going to be infected and it would have been bad. And she walks back in the room, and she's, like, angry, but also very clearly in pain, right? And she's like, her hand is over her eye, and she's like, you, like, why would you do that? The Minecraft kid's like, well, I was actually on a 99 win streak, and you pulled the plug, and I lost my 99 wins. She's like, and you projectiled all your stuff out of your butt. Oh, God. How can I have a straight face and tell the story? Anyway, she's like, and you probably gave me a raging infection. My eye burns, like, if I lose sight, I'm suing your She was getting mad. And eventually, right, the ambulance does come. She explains the ridiculousness of the situation. The guy, she sits in the ambulance, drives to the hospital. They check her out or whatever. But remember, this is from Ryan's perspective, so we don't exactly know what the doctor says. Ryan's mom, who got really invested in the situation afterwards, said that, like, the doctor's, like, her eye is fine now, but the doctor said that, like, it really could have gone south if she didn't go there, like, immediately, which is insane. So anyways, right, Ryan and the Minecraft kid are legitimately just in this house alone, and that's when the Minecraft kid's mom comes back early, super angry and upset, because the babysitter sent a message to, his mom explaining everything and why that she had to leave the premises immediately. So the Minecraft kid's mom had to leave whatever she was doing to come back, and she was like, walks in, she's like, you, turns to the Minecraft kid, like, you did it, you pulled a face fart on someone again. We've already talked about this. And Ryan, who is still there, he's already texted his mom to come pick him up, is just like, again? I mean, he had a sneaking suspicion that this was not a first-time thing. As I said, in the heat of the moment, you don't think to, use your butt as a weapon. But he's like, again? This is a thing? And the Minecraft kid's like, but Mom, I was on a 99 Bed Wars win streak. And she's like, that's enough. No more Bed Wars for you forever. And my kid's like, Mom, no, Mom, I promise I won't fart in anyone else's face again. What am I doing with my life? Anyways, right, so Ryan's mom comes, and Ryan's mom's like, hey, so sorry, things were weird today. Like, I'm just gonna pick Ryan up. Thank you so much for having him over. Ryan, come with me now. And, Ryan walks over and goes in the back seat of the car, and Ryan's mom is like, so, do you want to elaborate on, I need to pick you up right now. My friend farted in the babysitter's eye, and now she's at the hospital. And Ryan did elaborate. And it really didn't add any clarity to the situation. In fact, Ryan's mom just became more confused.
Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it.
Today I got a pretty crazy story for you guys. It's about a Minecraft kid that gets so angry and jealous of the subscriber that he actually smashes his computer in front of everyone to get quote-unquote revenge. Don't worry, karma does get him. But anyway, subscribe if you're new, and let's just jump right into this. So we're going to call today's subscriber who submitted the story Brendan. By the way, if the gameplay for Bed Wars really sucks in the background, I recorded it a month ago. I'm pretty better now. But anyways, we're calling this guy Brendan who submitted this story. So anyways, Brendan was in class or was in the same grade as this kid who we're going to call the Minecraft kid, because his entire identity was kind of like around being super great at Minecraft player versus player battles. He was known as the one who is so great. So anyways, right, people just called him Minecraft kid. But anyways, there's also a girl who we're going to call Haley. Because that may or may not be the girl I'm trying to marry in Stardew Valley right now. I gave her the bouquet. I'm winning, guys. Anyway, great game, by the way. I should stop getting distracted. Watch time will be bad. Anyways, there's this girl who we're going to call Haley. And both Brendan and the Minecraft kid had an interest in her. The difference was Brendan actually talked to her. Little pro tip for getting the ladies from the Pugs YouTube channel. #1 dating advice YouTube channel on all of YouTube and the internet. If you want to get to know them, talk to them. Yes, believe it or not. Wow. But anyways, right, Brendan actually talked to Haley, and they were getting along pretty well, and the Minecraft kid literally never did. The Minecraft kid thought that his magical and powerful skills at Minecraft would literally just be so great and so wonderful and so enticing to the women, right, that he wouldn't have to talk to Haley to make her fall in love with him. She would just see his epic PvP Bed Wars abilities, and she would be like, "Oh my God, I'm not throwing in that joke. Never mind. I got a family-friendly audience on here. I forgot." Anyways, right, so Brendan, or the Minecraft kid, was aware that Brendan was probably also trying to go for Haley because Brendan was talking to her all the time. The word on the street was that, Brendan and Haley, oh my God, they're going to be a thing soon, dude. They're in 6th grade. Like, that's how it goes. Oh my God, are they going to get to 5th base, aka holding hands? Oh my God. Anyways, right, so the Minecraft kid comes up to Brendan one day. And remember, Brendan and the Minecraft kid aren't necessarily boys. In fact, they don't even know each other that well. But the Minecraft kid is like, so, I see that you're trying to court Haley. And in Brendan's mind, he's like, bro, this is 20 whatever, right? I think this story was a little old. I'm not sure. I actually don't know when this story happened. It was submitted to me on my Instagram. You can go follow it. You should go follow it. Anyways, Brendan's thinking to himself, did this guy just say court like it's literally the 21st century? Are you serious? And then the Minecraft kid goes on to say, I offer you a quest, or I ask you that we duel in Minecraft to decide who will get Haley's hand in dating. And, Brendan was kind of just like, in his head, he's like, all right, well, first of all, I'm not dating her. Second of all, the winner of a Minecraft PvP battle is not going to decide who she decides, right? It's not up to them. This isn't like, I don't know, the barbaric era of like, oh yeah, like, I actually have, like, all men have control, women have no say. Like, oh, I want to marry you, so you're marrying me. And also, I don't think there ever was an era where you did PvP battles to decide who was, like, who would marry the girl. I'm better at Minecraft, I get all the women. Nah, that's never been true. It doesn't matter what parallel universe or anything like that you go into, man. I am sorry, Minecraft sweats. I am so sorry. But Brendan, who kind of knows that, he's going to be getting with Haley anyways, thinks to himself, all right, well, this will be kind of funny. Like, whatever, man. Who cares? So Brendan says, sure, we'll do a PvP battle to decide who gets Haley's hand. Because he's kind of laughing, he's kind of goofing. But the thing is, the Minecraft kid takes it super seriously. He's like, yes, you fool. Don't you know that I am super great at Minecraft? And then Brendan's like, chill out, bro. Like, all right, yeah, we'll PvP fight to decide who gets Haley's hand in marriage. Lol, like, okay. So sure enough, the Minecraft kid is like, all right, tomorrow at recess, we go to the table. Basically, at their school, there was a table where if kids wanted to bring in their computers, if they were in the 6th grade or higher, they could, and they could play on them. I know at my school, you weren't even allowed to have your phone out, but I guess each school's a little different. So basically, right, the next day rolls around, and Brendan and the Minecraft kid, they both bring their gaming setups, which I guess both of them have laptops, because I play Minecraft on a laptop, man. I don't have a desktop. I want to be able to move my thing around. But anyways, right, they both bring in their computers, and Brendan just has a kind of a crappy MacBook Air. And this is coming from someone who, up to my first 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, I got all my Minecraft gameplay from my MacBook Air at like 20 frames per second. So I understand the struggle, bro. I get it. So anyways, Brendan comes in with his crappy MacBook Air, and the Minecraft kid comes in with his like, I don't know, his Alienware $3,000 super gaming laptop with his super fancy keyboard. And it takes him like 5 minutes to get his setup all perfect. He's like, all right, I'm ready. And so sure enough, they both sit down, and Brendan is like, all right, so how are we doing this? And the Minecraft kid is like, all right, we're going to play one game of Bed Wars. Yeah, Bed Wars. And, at first Brendan was like, bro, how are we going to do that? But then the Minecraft kid said that he had the like MVP++ rank on Hypixel, which Hypixel is a server that lets you play Bed Wars, which is the game I was playing in the very beginning. And if you have plus like MVP++, you can make private games where it's just you and your friends. So anyways, the Minecraft kid, sent a duel request to Brendan, or a Bed Wars party, whatever. Anyways, all you got to know is they were playing Minecraft and they were playing Bed Wars, and it was just them. It was just Brendan and the Minecraft kid in a game. And sure enough, they enter the Bed Wars game, and they're doing the stuff you do in Bed Wars, put down the bed defense. And you know what happens? Brendan is at middle. He's gathering emeralds, which is a good material to get. However, his bed was exposed, or he wasn't at his bed. He saw a bed destroyed message, which basically means in Bed Wars, if your bed breaks, you will not respawn. So sure enough, the Minecraft kid had like, I don't know, God bridged over with his crazy 10,000 clicks per second mouse, definitely using vape or something, but whatever, man. And so sure enough, the Minecraft kid comes to middle, and Brendan and him, they show down for a PvP fight. They're going to decide who gets Haley, even though Brendan knows that one, he's not good at Minecraft, and the Minecraft kid is, and two, this will not decide who gets Haley. This is hilarious. He just did it because it's funny, lol. So anyways, they enter their PvP battle, and they go in, and Brendan loses because he is just simply worse. And the Minecraft kid, after, hitting, Brendan enough times with a sword that he dies, is like, yes, Haley is mine. And everyone, because remember, it's recess time, because dude, they had like, I don't know if it's called recess, but they had like a break period. So everyone was kind of around there, and a bunch of kids turn around and are kind of like, what? Huh? Are you okay, sir? And sure enough, the Minecraft kid is like, you fool, you should never have dueled me for Haley's hand in dating in Minecraft. You should have known by my reputation that I would have absolutely slapped you. And Brendan looks at him with this face of like, yeah, man. That sucks. Wow. That is just too bad. This kind of reminds me of the first season of Parks and Rec, if you saw that, where this isn't really a spoiler, but Andy really wants to get his girlfriend back, so he like offers like a pool game with this guy named Mark, who disappears after season 1. I don't know, maybe the actor wanted to do something else, and he's kind of like, oh yeah, I'll bet Anne, the girlfriend of Mark at the time, on this pool game, and Andy wins. He's like, yes, she's mine, but reality kind of kicks in, and he's like, wait, huh? But I won her fair and square. Same thing here. So the Minecraft kid is still like, I don't know, Fortnite doing the little dances, doing the L dance, doing the little other cringe stuff. He's like, Haley is mine. I didn't even have to talk to her, and she's gonna be my girlfriend. I'm gonna go to 10th base and hold her hand. And Brendan at this point is like really trying to hold back a smile. He's like, all right, this is so funny, dude. Don't blow it. Don't make it apparent. And he's like, yeah, man, you totally, oh man, I can't do this. You totally won. I can't do this, man. He's really trying to do it. He's like, yeah, you totally won Haley's hand in dating because you beat me in Minecraft. Yep, that's totally what happened. Holding back the laughter, holding back the tears at this point. And sure enough, right, Brendan's like, all right, man, go ahead. And he's like, yes, I'm gonna tell everyone about my victory dance so everyone knows that you lost to me in Minecraft, and that's why Haley is mine. The Minecraft kid runs away to go tell his other friends. Well, I don't know about that. I think his friends are his Bed Wars win streak and nothing else. But whatever, right? So Brendan goes over and finds Haley. Says, hey, so I just played this guy because he wanted to duel me for your hand in dating. And Haley's like, what? And Brendan's like, yeah, I thought it'd be funny. So, by the way, I lost the duel because obviously you can't do that, but I thought it was funny. And I lost. So he's going to come over to claim his prize, I guess. And Haley's like, all right, well, this is kind of funny, but this is an awkward situation. And Brendan's like, yeah, I probably should have told you about this beforehand. If you need me to be here, I can subvert. I can come in and help you with the situation. She's like, all right, well, thanks for giving me context, I guess. So sure enough, a little while later, the Minecraft kid comes around and he finds Haley. And he comes up to her and he says, so, Haley, did you hear the news? This might be the first time the Minecraft kid ever spoke to Haley in his life. He was too busy sweating at Minecraft to even bother with the ladies. They'll come to me, man. I got a Bed Wars win streak. Real quick, comment Bed Wars down below. That'll be the secret word of the day. And if you want to help the channel out, go ahead and binge watch some more videos after this one or when you're doing something else. And let me know in the comment section if you do so I can say thank you. Anyways, right, so the Minecraft kid's like, so Haley, did you hear the news? And she's like, well, I was told that you and Brendan had a little Minecraft video game session and that you won and that you now think that I'm your girlfriend. And the Minecraft kid's like, that is exactly what happened. You're so observant. You'll be a great girlfriend. And Haley's like, dude, like, that's not how it works. And the Minecraft kid's like, we had an agreement. And Haley's like, yeah, well, I wasn't part of that agreement. Do you think Brendan or you have the right to me as a girlfriend? And this is where the Minecraft kid's starting to piece together that his offer to duel Brendan made literally no sense. He's like, so when we were playing Minecraft, I beat Brendan. Do you want to be my girl? And then eventually, like, Minecraft kid starts to realize, dude, he messed up, bro. He messed up big time. And he's like, wait, did Brendan, who told you? And, at this point, she was like, Haley was like, yeah, so Brendan told me about this. And then the Minecraft kid's like, so Brendan knew the whole time that this wasn't going to work? And Haley's like, yeah, well, anyone who is logical, middle just gets cut off. The Minecraft kid sprints away. And Brendan walks up to Haley and is like, so, is that terrible? And Haley's like, well, he's pretty mad at you and he ran away, so I don't know what he's cooking up. And that's when that's when Brendan and Haley and everyone else in the room heard a noise. The noise was something being thrown on the ground, smashing and flying into a million pieces. And that's when Brendan walks out and Haley walks out too. Basically, everyone walks out and they see the Minecraft kid standing above a pile of disk computer parts. And that's when, at first, Brendan thinks, oh my God, he smashed his computer out of rage. But Brendan looked at the table to see that the Minecraft kid's computer was still there. And in fact, the only computer missing was his. And that's when he realized that the Minecraft kid obliterated his MacBook. And there was a teacher present. So the teacher was like, Brad, like, Minecraft kid, like, what did you just do? And Brendan speaks up and says, he just smashed my MacBook. And all of a sudden the teacher looks at Brendan and looks at the Minecraft kid and says, you two, come with me. Sure enough, teacher brings him to the principal's office. Principal's office hears what the teacher says. She hears both sides, which the Minecraft kid literally has nothing to say. Like, what are you gonna say, dude? And yeah, parents were called, and the Minecraft kid's mom had to reimburse Brendan's mom to buy a new computer. The Minecraft kid had to write a formal apology to Brendan, and also write a formal, and actually both of them had to write a formal apology to Haley, because Brendan had to explain the situation, and the teacher's like, dude, that's not cool. And also the Minecraft kid got a week of detention for this. So moral of the story is, one, if you're just playing Minecraft all day, you may not, that may not be the most ideal or most optimal strategy to get the ladies to love you. Maybe I'm wrong, man. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't listen to me. I don't know. Okay. How do I introduce a story like this, man? I mean, you guys can read. You've read the title. All I can say is strap in, buckle up, because this is going to be quite the ride. Subscribe if you're new and you enjoy stories. And let's call today's subscriber who submitted this. Let's call this guy Mason. So this all happened one day when Mason was in class, and Mason was in 4th grade when this whole thing went down. And there's a kid who, once again, kind of like wore the same creeper shirt every single day. And it was like the creeper hoodie, and really that's not a big deal. They're like, if you want to wear the creeper hoodie, I don't really care. However, we're just going to call him the Minecraft kid, right? Because of the creeper hoodie. He wore it every single day, and maybe, right? Maybe he has a closet full of like 18 different varieties of the creeper hoodie. Or maybe his mom does a load of laundry every single day. Or maybe he's just wearing the same creeper hoodie every single day. I mean, you guys can believe whatever you want, but I think one of those three are a little bit more likely than the other. But anyways, right, so there's this kid called the Minecraft kid because he wore the creeper hoodie every single day. And he was a little bit strange. And there's nothing wrong with you being a little bit strange. Like, I'm a little bit strange. I mean, I run a YouTube channel, man. I mean, that's already putting me in the strange category, unfortunately. But hey, man, I love the YouTube too much to like drop it or anything like that. But sure enough, this all happened one day when the Minecraft kid was in class with Mason. And the Minecraft kid raised his hand. And another thing you need to know about the Minecraft kid is he would take bathroom breaks like 6 times per class. And I don't know about you, but back in the day, I definitely used to go to the bathroom to like go on my phone or just take a break from the class. However, I would be very like strategic with it. I wouldn't do it every single day. I'd do it like every other day. I would make sure that I wasn't away for too long, like maybe 5 minutes max. But this kid, bro, would just abuse the bathroom break button. He was like spamming it, just try to like, I don't know, man. But every single day, you can go to the bathroom, minimum 2 times, maximum like 6 times. That's what I'm told at least. And sure enough, once again, one day, the Minecraft kid raises his hand for the 3rd time in class. And this has been going on for months. And I just think at this point, the teacher kind of just snapped. And he looks at the Minecraft kid. He's like, yes. And the Minecraft kid says, hey, can I go to the bathroom? And here's the thing, right? The teacher should not have reacted in the way that he reacted, because maybe this kid has like IBS or something. Maybe he has to go to the bathroom like a ton per day. However, if he did, it was not registered with the nurse, or even if it was, the nurse did not communicate that properly to the teacher, which she probably should have, or he probably should have, just because, I don't know, if a kid's going to the bathroom 7 times per day, that might be a little suspicious to the teacher. However, the teacher was kind of just assuming that the kid was just going in to like go on his phone or whatever. And that was probably the case, but I mean, you really don't know. But after the Minecraft kid says like, hey, can I go to the bathroom for like the 3rd time? The teacher's like, you know what? No, you can't go to the bathroom. And the whole class kind of turns around and is like, wait, whoa, pause. Like, hold up now. Like, this kid's been asking to go to the bathroom like 7 times a day for the last 6 months. And now you're saying no? Like, what changed, man? And the teacher's like, you're going to have to wait till the end of class. You've been going way too much, way too often. I think you're missing too much of classwork, right? And the Minecraft kid was not happy to hear this. For all we know, maybe he actually did have to go to the bathroom. But Mason, to be fair, right? Mason has gone to the bathroom. He's the subscriber who submitted this story. He's gone to the bathroom at times when the Minecraft kid has been in there. And Mason can hear the volume from his iPhone up all the way. The Minecraft kid is in there playing like Flappy Bird or watching TikToks or whatever, man. He's just going on his phone. Maybe he also has to go to the bathroom, but the Minecraft kid obviously definitely was kind of like, most likely was abusing it just to go to the bathroom. But sure enough, the Minecraft kid raises his hand again. He's like, I gotta go. And the teacher says, like, Minecraft kid, you've gone like 6 times during class. every single day for the last 6 months. You're missing out on class time. Please try and like conserve your like bathroom breaks. I will let you go, but just give it a second. I just can't let you go and disrupt the class like 1,000 times every single day. And the Minecraft kid was getting kind of angry. And he didn't say anything. He wasn't like, no, I really got to go. And the Minecraft kid also didn't just stand up. Unfortunately, I think the Minecraft kid watched a little bit too much South Park. If you guys know what I'm talking about, there's an episode of South Park, which is a TV show kind of aimed for adults, so I wouldn't go search this up if you're too young. But there's this kid named Cartman. And one time, Cartman needed to basically go to the principal's office, so he decided to do number 2 on the desk of a teacher. And I think the Minecraft kid got a little bit too inspired by Cartman, because the Minecraft kid is like, you're going to want, like, I need to go to the bathroom, and you're going to regret it if you don't let me. And the teacher kind of turns around kind of sharply and looks at him and says, like, you shouldn't be threatening people. Like, that's a very bad thing to do. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. He said, you know what? Just because you're threatening me and said in such a threatening voice, you're not allowed to go to the bathroom for the rest of the class. And this only made the Minecraft kid even more upset. And Mason is just sitting here watching this back and forth. And Mason kind of feels a little bit for the Minecraft kid because maybe he really needs to go. Maybe the first 2 times, yeah, I mean, it is kind of karma if you were just going to the bathroom 6 times per day just to go on your phone. However, right, I mean, maybe he really has to go, man. It's kind of cruel to like not let someone go to the bathroom when they really need to. But he did just go like 5 minutes ago and 10 minutes before that. So, I don't know. Anyways, right, you know, Mason was sitting there, and the Minecraft kid raises his hand for a final time and says, you're going to let me go or you're going to regret this. And once again, the teacher's like, if you threaten me again, you're not going to be allowed to go to the bathroom ever again when you're in my class. And at this point, the whole class is like, oh, I don't know if they're actually like hyping up like that, but things were getting legit and they could feel it for sure. They're like, oh, dang, dude, like stuff's getting real, right? And sure enough, the Minecraft kid says, very well, have it your way. The teacher kind of like has a little bit of a smile, but quickly brushes it off, probably because he felt like he won that discussion. Like, all right, well, this kid who's been abusing the bathroom system has lost, and I won as a teacher and I asserted my dominance. However, right, dominance was not asserted. In fact, I don't even know how to explain what's about to happen, so I'm going to do my best. Bear with me. Because the Minecraft kid, he kind of like stands up. And the teacher is currently facing the board, so the teacher doesn't notice the Minecraft kid stand up. However, Mason, the subscriber who submitted this story, as well as a bunch of other people, by the way, Mason submitted this to my Instagram. It's in the description. You should go follow it, even if you're not going to go submit stories. Give me a big number and make me feel good. Anyways, Mason is watching this whole thing go down, and he sees that the Minecraft kid stands up from his desk. And then the Minecraft kid stands on his chair. And then the Minecraft kid stands on his desk. And at this point, almost half the class is turned around watching the Minecraft kid because he's making enough of a commotion. In the next, YouTube, please be nice. YouTube, man, I'm going to describe the next thing without making you mad. So the Minecraft kid, well, he drops his pants. He drops his pants. And he says, teacher, and the teacher turns around and is about to be like Minecraft kid for the last time. And he turns around and is like, what? What? Huh? And the Minecraft kid is like, teacher, I told you you regret not letting me go to the bathroom. And just to put it very, just to be point blank, just to be straight up, just getting right to the point. Yeah, he just number 2 on the desk, man. It wasn't like anything crazy, right? It was pretty, just a little bit, but yeah. And everyone in the class starts like screaming. Like some of the girls are like, ah! Some of the guys are like, yo, what? That's disgusting, dude. And the teacher's like, Minecraft kid, what on earth are you doing? And the Minecraft kid's like, I told you should let me go to the bathroom, dude. Now you're just paying the consequences. The Minecraft kid was like feeling all full of himself. And the teacher was like, go to the principal's office now. And I don't think the Minecraft kid totally like, realized what was going on. And the Minecraft kid starts to panic. And the Minecraft kid looks to his left and looks to his right. And when the Minecraft kid looks to his right, you know who he sees? He sees the subscriber. He sees Mason. And he makes eye contact with Mason. And Mason is looking directly at the Minecraft kid and is thinking to himself, oh my God, what, wow. But then he's like, wait, why is this kid making eye contact with me? And he's like, Mason made me do it. He dared me. And the teacher's like, Mason's just like, dude, I swear I was just sitting here. What do you mean? And the teacher's like, you know what? Minecraft kid, Mason, and anyone else involved, go to the principal's office right now. And Mason is just like, why? So he gets up, and because he's not going to like fight with his teacher when the teacher's literally going through a massive rage moment. And, he starts walking up, and he walks up to the Minecraft kid. He's like, dude, I don't even know who you are. The Minecraft kid's like, just doesn't say anything. So he walks up to the principal's office, and he sits down, and the principal's like, what happened? And Mason explains the side of the story, that he was just like a bystander sitting there. And then, eventually the Minecraft kid walks in, because he had to, it wasn't like he could, okay, I'm not going to explain why it took him longer, but he got there, right? And sure enough, the principal's like, Minecraft kid, why would you do that? And the Minecraft kid's like, explains his side, and then she's like, and why is Mason here? And the Minecraft kid, who kind of panic blamed him to kind of like lesser the punishment on him, is like, Mason dared me to do it. And Mason's like, dude, I don't even know who you are. You're just in my class. And the principal's like, I don't know, Mason, why would he lie about this? Like, there's literally nothing for him to gain. And Mason's like, dude, I don't know. Real quick, comment Minecraft down below if you want to harden your comment. That will be the secret word of the day. And I'll try and heart as many of those comments as possible. And also, if you want to help us get to 600,000 faster, binge watch the videos. YouTube really likes promoting my channels when you guys like binge watch a bunch of my videos. So after this video, or when you have the time to sit down and watch a bunch of videos, I've made playlists. You can just like go to my channel page and let me know in the comments when you do this, so I can heart it and say thank you and just give a little bit of appreciation for you guys really helping me out. And I really do appreciate it. Anyways, the story gets even more insane, so stay tuned. So anyways, right, back to the story. Mason is in a position where he was just dragged into this. Honestly, Mason to this day doesn't totally understand why the Minecraft kid even singled him out. Mason and the Minecraft kid weren't close friends. They didn't even really know each other. And Mason just assumes that he randomly looked around and picked someone who he just happened to remember the name of and blamed them just to kind of like lesser the punishment on him. In his mind, or I guess in his panic, the idea was like, oh, if I blame someone else and say that they forced me to do it, my punishment will be lesser, right? Which is like, bro, why? Why would you do that? But anyways, sure enough, the principal, unfortunately, is not believing Mason, because Mason is explaining that he doesn't even know this kid and he has no idea why he would lie. And the principal's kind of doesn't believe him, because he's like, Mason, like, why would the Minecraft kid lie about this, right? It just doesn't make any sense. And the principal's like, well, I guess I just have to make a judgment call in this situation. And Mason, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to give you a punishment too, because I don't believe you. And Mason is just like, what? Are you serious? And then Mason said, even if I did like dare him to do something ridiculous, it's still up to him. Like, I didn't, for the record, and I stand by that because I don't even know this kid. But if someone was to, why would that even matter? And the principal's like, so you're admitting it? And Mason's like, no, I'm just saying it'd be stupid even if I did. But it's double stupid because I didn't even do it. And the principal's like, don't say stupid to me. Mason's like, I'm in 4th grade. And also, this is double stupid. What can I say? So eventually, right, the principal's like, all right, well, I'm going to have to call both your mothers and explain what happened. And Mason's just like, dude, this is the most ridiculous day of my life. So sure enough, the principal calls up both their mothers saying, hey, both your sons got in trouble. If you're not busy, can you please come in? And the Minecraft kid's mom was busy at the time, but Mason's mom kind of either had the day off or for some reason wasn't really needing to like be wherever she was. And she said, yeah, I'll come in right away. Maybe she was busy and she thought that this was a good idea to go see like what happened to her son. So Mason's mom comes in and she's like, looks at Mason with this look of like, what have you done? And Mason looks at her with these like eyes of like, bro, I don't know what's going on, confusion, whatever, right? The principal is like, all right, hi, Miss Mason's mom, or, whatever. Well, I'm so glad you could come. And the principal explains what happened. And then she kind of explains how she doesn't believe Mason. And Mason's mom started with a look of concern, and then she almost got a look of like annoyance. And the look of annoyance grew and grew the more the principal told the story. And Mason was looking at this and was like, okay, is my mom on my side, or is the look of annoyance because she's so annoyed with me? Either way, this is just the worst situation ever. So sure enough, right, by the end of the story, Mason's mom's like, why am I here? The principal's like, well, didn't you hear, like, your son supposedly dared him to do it. And Mason's mom, like, first of all, my son disagrees with that statement. And you don't really have any proof, but let's say he even did. Why would that matter? And the principal kind of was a little shocked. And Mason's mom's like, isn't it like a cliche saying for parents to be like, if your friend jumped off a bridge, would you as well? Like, are you really just supposed to do whatever the popular kid does? And then Mason's mom's like, even if my son did, which I'm not convinced he did, dared him to do what he did on the desk, right? Why is that my son's fault? Is this kid not like able to function by himself? Is the blame 100% not on, the Minecraft kid anymore? Is any of the blame really supposed to be on my son? And the principal's like, well, I'm sorry you feel this way, but I've made up my mind. Like, your son's going to be suspended for the day. He can come back tomorrow, but he can't come back today. And the Mason's mom is like, are you serious? Like, really? And she's like, yeah. And then Mason's mom's like, all right, what punishment did the Minecraft kid get? And the principal said, well, we're doing equal punishment. And Mason's mom's like, you can't be serious, man. You can't be serious. And the principal's like, I'm sorry you disagree, but this is the punishment. So Mason's mom's like, Mason, come with me. And Mason's like, oh, I can't tell if my mom's mad or not. So Mason gets up, kind of all scared or whatever, and he sits in the car. And Mason's mom's like, well, this was unexpected, but Mason, today you got a day off. It is your vacation day because that punishment is ridiculous. And then and Mason's like, okay, she's on my side. And Mason's mom is like, Mason, please be honest. Did you dare him to do it? And Mason's like, Mom, I promise. Since look, it looks like you're not angry at me either way. Why would I lie about this? Because I didn't do it. I don't even know who this kid is. Why would I dare him to do something so ridiculous? Mason's mom's like, yeah, that's what I thought. But even if you did, like, who cares? And this punishment's ridiculous. So you and we're going to get ice cream. Because today you learned a very good lesson. Sometimes there are rules that are ridiculous. And you'll be punished. But stay true to your convictions, man. Stay true to your convictions. So Mason and his mom went and got ice cream. And I don't think the Minecraft kid's mom was as excited or as pleased with her son. But
click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it.
Buckle up, strap in, because today I have probably one of the weirdest camp stories I've ever received. That involves a very creepy Minecraft girl that threatens to literally consume, eat, nom nom munch time, the subscriber. Yeah, it makes literally no sense. It's super weird. So yeah, strap in, subscribe if you like stories. Let's call today's subscriber who submitted this story, let's call him Jimmy. So this all happened over the summer, and this was Jimmy's first time ever going to a sleepaway camp. And this specific sleepaway camp was like a wilderness-themed sleepaway camp. They're very popular if you've never been to sleepaway camp, where basically you go and you learn how to kind of survive on your own. I mean, not really, but it's kind of like you're cosplaying as someone who would survive on their own, but you're not really. Anyways, so this all happens about on the second day of sleepaway camp, because the first day, Jimmy's mom dropped him off and it's like introductions and all that good stuff. But on the second day, what they did at this camp is they just threw you right into it, right? So on the second day of camp, they kind of divided you up into mini groups randomly, not by your cabin. They wanted to mix you up with people that you don't see normally. And this was your camp group. And basically on that second day, you were to go and you were to bring all the camping equipment, not go too far away from the campsite, but go basically into the woods, which they've kind of spotted out before to make sure it's a viable place. And you go into the woods and you set up camp and you stay the night, kind of just to throw you right into it. So anyways, Jimmy hears his name read aloud, and then he hears the name of a bunch of other people that he just doesn't recognize because, he's new to the camp and basically everyone there is going alone. And so he walks over because they're all in this big field, right? And he walks over to meet his group, and he meets up with his group, and he kind of scans around, and everyone looks pretty normal, except there's this one girl who Jimmy really didn't think much of, but she had this creeper sweatshirt on, and she also had in her backpack a foam diamond pickaxe. How in Minecraft there's a diamond pickaxe. Basically you can buy a replica of that's foam and plastic or whatever. And that was the two kind of weird things, right? And she also had some other stuff, she had some crazy socks on. She had the black boots, but that's kind of standard. What really set her apart was the fact that she was wearing the creeper hoodie and had the big Minecraft fake diamond pickaxe in her back pocket, right? Or in her backpack. And that wasn't what made her weird, but that's why we're everywhere calling her the Minecraft girl because, you know, she wore the creeper hoodie or whatever. And so anyways, right, they're walking, so they start walking towards the campsite or the wilderness, right? So they walk over to the wilderness, and the first thing that they do is, since it's kind of getting close to the middle of the day, is they've all brought like a big, like some kind of like portable tent with them. They were given one before they left, and then they were to kind of carry it over there. It was kind of difficult to carry, but that was kind of part of the whole, shebang. And so sure enough, right, eventually they get to the campsite, and the instructor's like, all right, guys, try and find a clearing that is, that is clear. Find a clearing that's clear, but try and find an area that's not too, mucked up with sticks and rocks and stones and brush and stuff that would make it difficult to have your 5 foot by 5 foot campsite kind of like your tent, like be able to, be placed. Basically find a place that's good for your tent is what I'm trying to say, with a billion words instead of 2. And so sure enough, Jimmy finds a spot, and there's kind of like a big opening, or kind of not a big opening, but there's kind of a clearing where it is still covered more or less by the forest. However, it is good to put some tents down. So Jimmy kind of like puts his tent down there. There's only really about enough space for another tent. And so the Minecraft girl immediately rushes over and puts her stuff down before anyone else could. And there was a few other people kind of casually, nonchalantly walking over to that site. But the Minecraft girl was very insistent that she was the one that put her tent down. And Jimmy thought that was a little weird, but then again, Jimmy kind of just brushed it off as like, oh, whatever, like, I mean, that's probably pretty normal. She saw a site that she wanted, so she wanted to claim it, and she knew other people were going for it. Little did Jimmy know that the Minecraft girl did not care that there was an opening there. In fact, she would have taken a place that was probably a terrible opening, like a place that would have massive sticks that would poke through her tent, because she wasn't doing it for the camping, She was doing it for Jimmy. And the only reason why she wanted that spot is because Jimmy was right there. But Jimmy didn't know this as of now. And so Jimmy and the Minecraft girl and, a few camp counselors, like, helped them set up their tents or whatever. And other people were not far away at all. Like, Jimmy could see, like, at least 5 or 6 other campers, like, a little bit farther out, like, I don't know, like 10 or 20 feet farther, finding more openings and setting up their camps as well, or their tents. And so before, like, they go to bed, they all congregate together, and they come around this, like, camp, this, like, bonfire type thing, and they're all given, like, beans and a can or whatever, and it's not the greatest meal ever, but hey, man, you decided to do a wilderness camp, and part of the description of the wilderness camp is, like, you slept at least one night out in the woods. You're not going to be getting some, like, 4-star buffet. You got that, some pork tenderloin. You got your filet mignon. No. You're going to get that canned cold beans, bro. So eventually, right, they're done with dinner, and it's time to go to bed. It's time to sleep, or at least attempt to sleep in your tent. And, this is pretty hard because there's the ambiance of the outside, which is very loud. There's, it's probably not the most comfortable. There's probably plenty of mosquitoes, even if you close your zipper of the tent very well and you make sure it's all, bug proof. They always find a way to get in there, and there's always at least 1 or 2 mosquitoes buzzing around your head. So sleep is difficult, but Jimmy goes to his campsite. He gets in his tent. He zips it up. He brought a book with them, so he's reading a few pages from about a chapter or 2 from the book. He's got his little flashlight to read with, and eventually he turns off his flashlight and closes his eyes to try to go to sleep. And it's a little difficult, but eventually he falls asleep. But that's when he believes a couple hours later, he's really disoriented when he wakes up, so he's not totally sure when. But that's when he wakes up to the sound of rustling. And not just like a few, squirrels going by, a few tree branches fall, but like movement, like heavy movement is from right outside his tent site. And he wakes up and he's kind of confused by this. It's not like a clear tent or anything, and obviously a man doesn't have windows, he's in a tent. And that's when he starts to get really nervous, because the zipper that is closed, that has his tent closed up, starts to open, like someone from the outside is unzipping his tent. So Jimmy kind of gets up pretty quickly, and that's when he sees it's the Minecraft girl, and she kind of pokes her head through the camp or through the zipper and walks right in, and Jimmy's like, hello? Kind of whispers it a little bit because he doesn't want to be super loud, and that's when the Minecraft girl is like, hi. And this is where things start to get weird. But real quick, comment Minecraft down below. That's the secret word of the day. I'll try and heart your comment. And if you want to support the channel and help me out, after this video, go ahead and binge watch a bunch of videos. Either watch them in the recommended or the playlist. Or if you're doing something later in the day or maybe before you go to bed. And make sure to let me know in the comments if you're doing this. I'll try and heart it and say thank you, as I really appreciate it. Anyways, let's get right back to the story as things are starting to get interesting. So remember, Jimmy was sound asleep, and he's awoken to the sound of noise outside of his tent. So when he gets up and he notices the Minecraft girl, someone who he didn't even really talk to at all, maybe he's like, hey, can you pass the whatever, right, earlier in the day, but he's not really spoken to this girl at all, has wandered into his tent, right? He's a little startled, so he gets up and he's like, hello? And she's like, hi, Jimmy. And Jimmy doesn't know her name. Like, even though I never use their real names, Jimmy said that he just knew her as Minecraft Girl. Like, he didn't know her name. They didn't really wear name tags or anything. I think they went around in a circle, so maybe that's how she remembered it. But she then goes on to say so she says 3 incredibly creepy things. And the first incredibly creepy thing that she says is, hey, Jimmy, I've been watching you for a while. Dude, whenever someone says, I'm watching you, like, just say, like, oh, I've seen you around. Don't be like, I've been deeply observing and mapping your every movements. Like, oh, come on, man. Like, don't say that. And Jimmy's like, okay. She's like, yeah, I've been watching you for a long time, Jimmy. And I just can't get enough of you. And Jimmy's like, oh, okay, that's cool, I guess. And the girl's like, Jimmy, I just need to know. Do you want to be my boyfriend? And she looks at him with these like big eyes all wide. And Jimmy's like, dude, I'm having a freaking fever dream right now. Like, this definitely isn't real. And he's like, I don't know you. And she's like, is that a yes or a no? I need to know, Jimmy, please. I need to know. And Jimmy's just like, well, I mean, I kind of have a policy. And he kind of makes this up because, like, bro, what? But he's like, oh, I kind of got a policy that I got to know someone for a while. I want to start in the friend zone and then make my way to dating them, maybe, if I feel like we're compatible. And the thing is, I just don't know you. Like, my first interaction with you has been you kind of wandering into my tent at, like, presumably very early in the morning. And she's like, is that a yes or a no, Jimmy? Like, please don't, like... I just need a yes or no. It's really easy. It's really simple. And Jimmy's like, well, respectfully, no, because I don't know you. She sits there for a second, and she kind of looks at the ground. And Jimmy is just like, because it's super uncomfortable, right? He's just sitting there like, is she going to leave? What's going to happen? And she looks up, and she's like, you've made a mistake. You better not go to sleep tonight. And Jimmy then asks, like, well, what happens if I do go to sleep? And she's like, well, while you're asleep, I'm going to start to eat you. And when you wake up, you'll have your entire leg will be missing. And the only thing you'll see is the stump of your leg inside my mouth. And then she just crawls out of his tent. And Jimmy is honestly traumatized. Yes. Do I think she's actually was going to eat him? No. She's just like some goofy Minecraft girl, right? However, she definitely knew what to say, like, that was super unsettling, because when you feel like you're alone in the woods and some creepy girl wanders into your tent and says very strange things, well, let me just say that Jimmy did not sleep that night. Yeah, he pulled a complete all-nighter with nothing to read but his book. He basically just sat there and was just like, he was basically terrified, right? I don't blame him. I would be super freaked out, even if it was super unlikely. Like, I'm not trying to take a risk of, like, waking up and, like, I don't know, my arm's gone because some weirdo girl ate it because I said no to going on a date with her, which I don't know if this was some tactic to go on a date with Jimmy, but let me just say, if your odds were low before, they're practically zero right now, dude. They're practically at 0.0% chance he's going to date you after you say, oh, let me just eat you, bro, which is just who says that? But anyways, you know, Jimmy, the next day comes around, even though Jimmy's been up the entire night. So Jimmy watches the sun rise, and they kind of just, so the deal is the camp, you go out and you stay the night overnight in the woods on the first night or I guess the second night minus orientation, which is the first day. And then for the rest of the camp, which is the rest of the week, you kind of do activities at the campsite and you stay in cabins. So you're kind of like thrown into it, and then it's kind of like easy mode from there on out. So they pack up their camps, or not their camps, they pack up their tents, they get it all together. Jimmy is really struggling to stay awake and to have any energy because he's been up all night because he's been afraid of being eaten or something, which, like, I don't know about you, but that's not my number one concern. And I really don't want it to ever be a number whatever concern. But sure enough, Jimmy is walking back with his group. And he notices, the Minecraft girl is in his group, right? The Minecraft girl is not in front of him, not beside him, but square behind him. And Jimmy would kind of look behind once in a while, and he would see the Minecraft girl was always like 5 feet behind him. And Jimmy would kind of like, slow down a little bit, and she would slow down. He would speed up a little bit. She would speed up. He would move to one side. She would slowly shift over to the other side. And he knew that this girl was really just staying 5 feet behind him at all times. So he was super weirded out, which, can you blame the man? This girl threatened to consume him. Like, who, what? Huh? And then, like, all of a sudden, she starts stalking him. And so they get back, right? They get back to camp. And Jimmy goes to his cabin. And his cabin mates are like, oh, man, that was the coolest thing ever. Like, Jimmy, how did you feel about that? Jimmy, who has no sleep and is traumatized, is like, guys, can we talk for a second? And his friends are like, yeah, dude, what's up? So Jimmy sits down, and even the camp counselor walks in because, Jimmy kind of wanted an adult in there too. And Jimmy explained everything that I just told you guys. And all the kids were like, bro, I saw that girl. Like, one of them's like, dude, I know that girl. Like, I saw her before. She was like hitting someone with a pickaxe and she got in trouble. She's so weird. And all the other kids are like, dude, she said she'd eat you. What? And the camp counselor's like, dude, that's messed up, man. Like, she basically, like, she scared you. She traumatized you. She also low-key threatened you with that, even though it's a very weird threat to make. And the camp counselor, God, I can't speak. One like equals one prayer for my brain that's going boom right now. So the camp counselor is like, hey, Jimmy, like, I think I'm going to have to report this. Like, you're okay with that? And Jimmy's like, actually, yeah, I really don't want to be in any other programs with her, or really be around her. And so sure enough, the camp counselor, like, tells it to the administrators and the other staff or whatever. And the next day rolls around, and they start camp with a camp meeting. And they always started the day with a camp meeting, but this time, one of the people in the administration came out, and it was normally only camp counselors being like, today's announcement is we're going to be having a bonfire at 4. Everyone should come around. Something like that. But no, it was like one of the kind of like administrators in kind of like a more office gear coming over to be like, hey guys, I just want to remind you that playful or not, you can't make threats of any kind against any other campers. That's just it's not allowed here, and we will have a zero tolerance from this point on, blah, etc. like that. And apparently, right, Jimmy went back to the cabin because he had like a morning activity, and he didn't see the Minecraft girl anywhere. And when he went back to the cabin, right, the counselor's like, hey, Jimmy, I just want to let you know that the Minecraft girl is no longer at this camp, and she's also not allowed back. And that announcement this morning was kind of just like after the disciplinary process went through. Apparently the Minecraft girl's mom was called, or parents were called, and, they drove over and got her, and, probably were very like, why is my daughter like this? What? But yeah, for the rest of the camp, Jimmy did not need to deal with the Minecraft girl because she was gone. She was kicked out. And Jimmy actually enjoyed the rest of that camp so much that he came back the next year. And he came back the next year without any feelings of worry or dread because the Minecraft girl, he was told, was banned from that camp. So he came back the next year and enjoyed it. And this time, when he actually camped out, he actually had a good time because he was not threatened to be consumed by a random Minecraft girl that was in love with him / obsessed with him.
Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it.
Today we got a story of a Minecraft kid that destroys his brand new $5,000 gaming PC, which, by the way, why would he spend $5,000 on a gaming PC to play Minecraft? But anyways, he destroys it because he gets mad playing Minecraft or something, and then he tries to cover it up and blames it on the subscriber, and it is a fantastic story. So sit back, relax, subscribe if you like stories, and let's call today's subscriber who sent in the story Eli. So this all happened when Eli and a bunch of other kids were invited over to the Minecraft kid's house. Eli and the Minecraft kid were pretty decent friends, but Eli was better friends with the other people invited, and the Minecraft kid was kind of just friends by proxy. I don't know if you guys are ever in like friend groups where you're really good close friends with some of the people, but not as much the other people, but you end up hanging out with all of them at the same time, just because like that's how the friend group works. So Eli was pretty excited to see the new big gaming PC, and he didn't dislike the Minecraft kid. I want to make that very clear. They were friends, like they were on good terms. I mean, they weren't really friends after what happens in this story, but you'll have to wait to see exactly what that is. But anyways, let's just fast forward to Friday night. They all get out of school and they go home, and then after a couple hours later, all their parents drive them to the Minecraft kid's house, and they're all excited. I mean, the school week is over, man. They're going to see their friends. Their friend, the Minecraft kid, got a new gaming PC, and maybe if they're lucky enough, and if he's feeling generous, they'll get a swing on the most extreme, powerful graphics ever so that they can play Minecraft, which definitely needs 10,000 frames per second that you literally can't even see, but whatever, man. Anyways, right, so they all get to the house, and the Minecraft kid's mom greets them. It's like, oh, welcome to our little house or whatever. It was not a little house, man. I mean, look, if your mom or dad is buying you a $5,000 gaming PC, they probably have a little bit of spare cash, if you know what I mean. It was a pretty cool house, but none of these kids really cared. They just thought the Minecraft kid was cool, and he was someone to play Minecraft with. Turns out he was not as cool as they thought. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid runs down the stairs. He's like, guys, you gotta come up here right now. And they all kind of like run up the stairs, and they got their sleeping bags and their backpacks full of their belongings. It was turning out to be like a really great night. Or so they thought before it went terribly, terribly wrong. But anyways, right, they walk in the Minecraft kid's room, and none of them had actually ever been over to the Minecraft kid's house before. All of them had kind of grown up in the neighborhood together, and the Minecraft kid came 2 years ago, so he was kind of like a newer addition. However, the Minecraft kid did like sleep over at their houses before, but they walk in the Minecraft kid's room, and it is one of the coolest rooms ever. It's got like a really cool bed, and there's all these little fun things, and a beanbag chair, and there's like the glowing lights that you see on dorm rooms a lot of time in college, and it's just a really cool setup. And they're like, wow, man, you got the coolest room ever. And he said, and this is the best part. And he turns and he points at his desk, and sure enough, there is a massive monitor. There's a massive like gaming kind of like PC thing on the bottom. There's glowing keyboards and lights, or RGB. It's RGB, not Ruth Bader Ginsburg. It's RGB. And they were like, wow, man, that's the coolest PC I've ever seen. Like, we got to see you play on it. And the Minecraft kid is just teeming with excitement. He is so excited to like show off his new gaming computer. So he sits down. He's like, everyone, watch me obliterate these nerds in Minecraft. So the Minecraft kid, hops on his new super expensive, high resolution, tons of RAM, or I don't know computers that well. His new PC that was super expensive, he hops on there and he loads up Minecraft and he logs into Hypixel, and he's like, dude, I'm gonna literally like destroy everyone in Bed Wars so hard. It's gonna be so crazy. Bed Wars is a game mode you can play. It's a video game you can play Minecraft in. It's like a mini game for Minecraft, basically, for you guys who don't know. And it's competitive, so you play against other players online. So anyways, he logs in the Bed Wars and he gets immediately smoked. And let me just say that, yeah, I'm a little annoyed by the level of kind of sweaty people that play all the time. I'm like, dude, just let me have fun. But whatever, that's for another day. And he gets obliterated within like the first minute because some guy like speed bridges over to him, like breaks his bed immediately. And all of his friends are like, dude, watch out. And he just gets flawless, basically. If you don't know what that means in Minecraft, when you're fighting someone and you don't even touch them back, you've been flawlessed. But anyways, right, he's like, oh, that's just a fluke. I think my systems are taking a little bit longer to run. At this point, right, the kid is equating skill and how expensive his PC is, but that's fair enough, right? He's got a good attitude so far. I mean, not for long, but I guess you'll see. And so sure enough, he loads up another game, and he actually is doing okay. And then he gets obliterated again by another guy. And he's like, bro, I hate this game. And his friends are like, dude, don't worry about it. Like, you're still good. And he's like, yeah, I am. And sure enough, the Minecraft kid loads up another Bed Wars game. And once again, another kid just starts like speed bridging over. He's like, bro, like, why is my computer not making me speed bridge? And so the Minecraft kid tries to bridge really fast, but obviously you need to aim right. It's not just if you have good frames per second. So he falls off. He's like, man. And he starts to get really angry during that game. They're like, dude, don't worry about it. Just keep fighting, keep fighting. And sure enough, like, he's in the middle. He's grabbing some emeralds, which is something you do in Minecraft, Bed Wars. And he's in the middle of the map, and someone breaks his bed, which basically means he can't respawn. He's like, dude, I put end stone down. How did they break that? And they're like, bro, don't worry about it. You got the $5 grand PC. No one is going to be able to touch you out here. So sure enough, right, the Minecraft kid has like an iron sword, iron armor, he's stacked up, he's got 1 billion frames per second, he's got all the hertz in the world, whatever that even does, he's got a ton of RAM, he's got a ram and a goat in his backyard, like he's killing it right now. And sure enough, someone comes up to him and just W-taps him into the void. He just like, they start fighting, they start like swinging swords at each other, they're PvPing, and he just flies into the void. And the Minecraft kid loses it. He completely loses all control. He's like, I hate this game. And with just two motions, right, he destroys his entire PC. The first motion is he takes his mouse and he smashes it into his like super expensive high resolution 1 billion hertz monitor, completely shatters, flies on the ground, and then with another motion, he still has his shoes on, he goes over to his gaming PC and with his big boot on, he kicks it, and it actually kind of flies across the room, hits the ground, and you could just hear the insides of that PC shatter. The motherboard, all the chips, and the cooling device, and the memory, all of it just shatters and shakes up, and even the side cracks and some stuff is spilling out, and he's like huffing and puffing, he's like, and Eli, the subscriber, and all of his other friends who were just sitting there are just like, oh my god, what just happened, man? The secret word of the day is not Minecraft, and it normally will be, but the secret word of the day is door, like the thing that like you have on your room or you enter your house with. Yeah, so comment door down below and I'll heart your comment. Most of you guys won't get that, but for the few OGs of the channel, that will probably bring a little tear to your eye. Also, if you want to support the channel on our road to 600K, there's 2 things you can do. The first thing is binge watch my videos, aka watch a bunch of videos after this one, or watch a playlist of my videos before you go to sleep or while you're doing something. Please comment like these people when you're doing that so I can heart it. And also the second thing you can do is literally tell a friend who you think will like the channel, and hopefully they subscribe. And comment if you do that too, like this person. I'll try and heart it. Anyways, back to the story, because it gets even crazier from this point on. So it's kind of like the calm, not before the storm, but kind of the calm after the storm, because, you know, the Minecraft kid starts like, his emotions are slowly shifting from rage to, oh my god, what did I just do, to, oh my god, my mom is gonna kill me, bro. Like, I cannot, this can't happen. So the Minecraft kid like frantically looks over at his friends. He's like, guys, my mom cannot know about this ever. He's like, I need you all to swear to secrecy not to tell her. And Eli and all the kids are like, yeah, dude, like, we're totally not going to tell her. Like, we're just going to have a good rest of our night. We won't tell her. We'll pretend like nothing happened at all. And Eli's like, hey, like, I even brought my own PC if we want a game on that later. Like, we're still going to have a great night tonight. Things happen, man. Okay, things like this don't normally happen, but they were just trying to make him feel good in this situation. The Minecraft kid's like, thank you guys. Like, we got to hide this now. Like, we got to. So anyways, right, they find some kind of bag, or they put it in the closet. They hide it pretty sloppily, but I don't know how you're going to properly hide a smashed monitor and basically a bag of malfunctioning computer chips, which was his PC like 5 minutes ago before he obliterated it. And they kind of just go about their day. And at one point, you know, the mom calls them down for dinner. And so they're all sitting at the dinner table, and, you know, the Minecraft kid's mom made them, like, a big thing of mac and cheese, which I'm actually going to make for myself in a couple minutes when I'm done with this video. So, mac and cheese on the mind. Anyways, right, so they're all sitting there, they're enjoying their big thing of mac and cheese or whatever, and they totally forget about the gaming computer. Okay, maybe the Minecraft kid is still thinking about it a little bit, because he did just destroy his $5,000 brand new gaming computer, and his parents don't know about it, so maybe it's still on his mind. But anyways, they're all sitting there, and they're all just not even thinking about it. They're talking about school and how crazy, how fun the last assignment was, and how, like, that one person went up there and, like, made a fool of themselves. Like, they were just doing, like, standard middle school kid stuff, and that's when all of their, like, hearts drop and start beating incredibly quickly, because they hear the last sound that they wanted to hear. They hear the Minecraft kid's mom walk upstairs and then scream the Minecraft kid's first, middle, and last name. Bro, if your mom screams at you and she says your first, middle, and last name, it's about time for you to pack up and go to Alaska, bro, because you're done, bro. I don't know how else to say it, but you're done. And so whatever conversation they were having before it's done and over with, because all of them know exactly why the Minecraft kid's mom screamed out his name. And all of them, including the Minecraft kid, are just sweating. They're looking super anxious at the moment, and they all sit there in dead silence. And no one is eating anymore, right? And sure enough, they hear bump, 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 bump. And that's like his mom walking down the stairs, and they're all just like, oh boy, okay, this is not going to be good at all. And the mom walks down, and the Minecraft kid is at the end of the table, so he's facing away from the door. So his mom kind of shows up behind him, but Eli is on the very opposite side of the table, so he's looking directly at the door. So he gets the first glimpse at the Minecraft kid's mom's face, and her brow is so furrowed that she's practically created a unibrow. The look of anger on her face is unmatched, and she comes in, she's like, Minecraft kid, explain your computer now. I walked into your room and your screen thing was destroyed and your computer box was all broken. I just got that for you. Do you have any idea how much $5,000 is? Do you know how hard your dad and I work to get all the great things for you, and you destroyed it? And he's like, the Minecraft kid starts tearing up, right? And everyone feels so bad. Everyone feels so bad until the Minecraft kid says what he's about to say. He's like, Mom, it wasn't me. And then the Minecraft kid turns and he lifts up his hand, and with one finger, he points directly down the table. And Eli can almost feel the pointing on his chest. Like, he almost feels like an imprint in his chest when the Minecraft kid, with tears falling down his face and, like, his hand pointing directly at him, says, it was Eli. He was playing one of the games and he got mad. And then he broke my new computer. And then the Minecraft kid's mom is like, oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry, I blamed you. Gave him a big hug. And while giving him a big hug, Eli was like, hey, yo, what are they saying? And everyone else at the table was like, hey, bro, what? And as she's giving the Minecraft kid a big hug, you could see her face look up, and she has the coldest stare, looking directly into the pits of Eli's eyes. And he's like, oh my God. And she's like, Eli, sweetie, can I talk to you for a second? And Eli's like, oh my God. And she's like, out here, please. And sure enough, right, Eli's walking down the table, and he gives a look to the Minecraft kid like, dude, what's up? And the Minecraft kid just ignores him, just is looking straight ahead. And, he walks out, and the Minecraft kid's mom starts on a rant saying like, that was a super expensive computer you broke. Like, that was a $5,000 computer. I'm not sure if my son told you exactly how expensive that was, but, we're gonna, you might have to work here for the summer to try and repay at least some of that. This is gonna take forever for us to, and he's like, hey, I'm so sorry the computer was broken, but I need to tell you something. And she's like, what? Okay, make it quick. I'm in the middle of, ranting about you, right? Or ranting to you. And he's like, hey, I know that, this contradicts exactly what your son said, but I need you to know that I did not break the computer. In fact, I did not even have a turn on the computer. What actually happened was, the Minecraft kid, who I thought was my friend, invited all of us over to see him play on his new computer, and maybe we would have played at the very end. But we got there, and he was playing, and he wasn't necessarily better at the game, and he thought that he would be because he had an expensive computer, and he got really, really mad and broke his computer out of frustration and rage. And then he told us that we couldn't tell you about it because you'd be super mad, and then we were eating, and then you came down, and then he blamed me. And the mom is like, well, I don't really know how do I know who to believe? And, Eli's like, shoot, like, it's really my word or her son's. And then Eli's like, oh, well, I don't know if I hope people are truthful, but maybe ask all the people to come over individually. Kind of like in a courtroom, how you're interrogated individually, so you can't, if you lie, like the cross-examination will get you. So sure enough, right, Eli walks back to the table and sits down at the end of it and is just not making any eye contact with the Minecraft kid. And it's not like the Minecraft kid is trying to make any eye contact either. But then the mom starts calling out the names of each of the individual kids one by one. And you can't really hear what they're talking about, but Eli knows exactly what they are talking about. And the Minecraft kid is like, And eventually the last kid is called in and walks back in and sits down. And the Minecraft kid's mom walks back into the room with kind of a sense of calmness because her initial rage with seeing the expensive thing she bought for her son destroyed has kind of washed over her, and it's more kind of like, all right, I gotta be the parent here. I can't lose myself. She's like, all right, well, I don't know if we should continue the sleepover. There's been a lot of things going on. And I really do need to have a good heart-to-heart talk with my son. And at this point, right, the Minecraft kid's face goes from no expression, kind of trying to ignore eye contact with everyone, to just boing, oing, 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 just oh no, she knows, bro. Just oh shoot, they all told. And sure enough, right, the Minecraft kid's mom calls all the parents, and it's kind of an awkward 30 to 40 minute period because all the parents were like, we were going because the parents were going out. They were taking advantage of the time being the house alone. So the Minecraft kid's mom was actually had to drive home half the kids because the parents were out for some reason. And so let's just skip ahead to the next day. Or not even the next day. Let's skip ahead to Monday. It was school, and they all kind of came back. And they were all sitting at lunch table, and the Minecraft kid came and sat down. And he was like, guys, I really need to apologize. And he looked directly at Eli bro, I threw you under the bus. I just couldn't handle my mom being that angry at me. What I did was wrong, and I want to apologize. I don't expect you to forgive me, man. I was a total jerk, and I'm sorry. And Eli's like, well, you were a total jerk, but I can understand how scary that must have been. And he's like, you know what, bro? It's good. Obviously, never do anything like that again. Obviously, right? I wish I didn't have to say that, but he's like, I can understand how crazy of a situation that is. We're cool. And kind of the Minecraft kid had a little smile. Look, guys, not all my stories end terribly, but it's not over yet. 1 second. And sure enough, right, Eli's like, well, if you don't mind, can I ask what the punishment was? We just really wanted to know. And Minecraft kid's like, yeah, I mean, that's the least that's the least I can do to pay you back for what I put you through. And Minecraft kid's like, yeah, so after you guys all left, my mom was very upset with me. She was not yelling at me, but she was giving me, what's almost worse, the passive mom, the passive-aggressive mom. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed, bro. Please be angry, just don't be disappointed, man. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyways, eventually, when the Minecraft kid's dad got home, he was not happy about it either. And basically, right, the Minecraft kid will not be getting a new computer for a very long time. And he's basically banned from going on his iPad, which is how he was really playing Minecraft a lot before, which explains why he sucks so much when he went on his PC, because it's totally different, right? Mechanics are totally different, all that stuff. And he's like, yeah, I'm banned from the iPad for 2 weeks. I gotta do schoolwork when I get back, and I can't hang out with you guys on the weekends for in those 2 weeks as well. But he said, other than that, I kind of got off lucky. I thought they were gonna the punishment would have been worse. And yeah, so that's the conclusion of why you should not obliterate your gaming PC because you lose in Bed Wars.
Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it.
Today we got a story of this crazy Minecraft girl that ends up attacking the subscriber. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it, so subscribe if you like stories. And let's call today's subscriber, let's call him Hudson. So the subscriber who sent in this story, we're calling him Hudson, and Hudson got a new girlfriend. And Hudson and this new girlfriend had been dating for probably about a month at this time, and Hudson had never been over to his girlfriend's house. Hudson's girlfriend knew about him and was totally fine with it. And, I think the reason that they just never saw each other at each other's houses is they were just kind of busy for the last, month or so. But one weekend, right, Hudson's girlfriend is like, hey, do you want to come over? So this was, tomorrow. So this was, a Friday, right? So she's like, hey, do you want to come over Saturday? Do you want to just, hang out for the entire day? And, Hudson was like, yeah, sure. Is this at your house? And the girlfriend's like, yeah, I talked to my parents. They're totally okay. In fact, they're going to be away. So the only person who's going to be in the house is going to be you and me and my little sister, but she'll probably just be playing Minecraft with her friends or whatever. She'll be in her room the whole time. So it's really going to be just you and me in the house alone. And Hudson was really excited because this is his new girlfriend or whatever, and this is a pretty big deal. So anyways, right, sure enough, Hudson is driven over by his mom to, his new girlfriend's house, and his mom's like, bye, honey, have a good time. Don't have too good of a time. Wink, wink. Hudson's like, mom, shut up. I don't want to hear that. She's like, ha, 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 ha. Well, typical mom behavior. You love to see it. But anyways, right, so Hudson walks up to the door. His new girlfriend greets him at it and says, oh, this is the first time we're actually seeing each other at each other's houses. And, Hudson was like, yeah, I'm pretty hyped. So she's like, all right, come in. I have lunch prepared. And, Hudson was like, damn, you have lunch prepared? All right, let's go. Yeah, she made some mac and cheese. You'll love to see it. So, Hudson sat down at the dinner table, got a bowl of mac and cheese, was just talking with his girlfriend. This seemed like it was going to be the greatest day ever, right? However, there was a bit of a complication that happened a little bit later on, as you can probably tell by the title. The sister, Hudson's girlfriend's sister, we're going to call the Minecraft girl from here on out. So if you hear me say Minecraft girl, what I'm saying is Hudson's girlfriend's sister. It's just a lot cleaner, and I'm not going to trip up over my words as I always do, so yeah. So as Hudson and his girlfriend are sitting at the kitchen table just talking or whatever, they hear footsteps come down the stairs, and Hudson looks over, and it's this girl who's probably about I don't know, Hudson and his girlfriend are both 16. This girl is probably 13 or 14 or something like that. She walks down the stairs in these knee-high socks, this sweatshirt or whatever, and this creeper hat or whatever, and she walks down and she just gives Hudson this look of I don't know who you are, but you better stay away from my sister type look of I don't like you, I won't ever like you, and you gotta watch yourself type look. So Hudson's girlfriend's like, oh, Hudson, this is my sister, Minecraft girl, says her actual name or whatever, right? And Hudson's like, oh, Minecraft girl, it's nice to meet you. And the Minecraft girl kind of looks at him and is like, hi. And kind of just gives him this kind of look of I don't like you, bro. And, Hudson's girlfriend was like, okay, yeah, okay, that's enough of an introduction for you two. And sure enough, right, the Minecraft girl really just comes down to, get something to eat and goes straight back upstairs. And Hudson, after she is obviously, left and has gone back up to her room, Hudson turns to his girlfriend and is like, hey, does she normally, not like people, that come over? And, Hudson's girlfriend's like, I don't think she's, super... It takes a while. She's great, but it takes a while for, new people to get used to her, and for the other vice versa as well. Don't worry, don't judge a first interaction with her as as who she really is. You just need to thaw to her. She needs to get used to you. Which, she was about to get used to him very quickly, but in the worst way possible. Because let's flash forward half an hour or so. So Hudson and his girlfriend are like, all right, well, we can go watch TV. So they go sit on the couch and they're watching some Netflix program or whatever. And at some point, Hudson's girlfriend's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And Hudson's like, all right, I got you. So Hudson kind of goes on his phone because the Netflix program is paused or whatever, and he's just he's paying attention to his phone, so he doesn't hear the footsteps come up very quietly behind him. And the only time, and he only realizes that someone is behind him when he feels a whap on the back of his head. He's like, ow! And he turns around and he sees the Minecraft girl, aka Hudson's girlfriend's little sister, with a one of those foam Minecraft pickaxes. And he realizes pretty quickly that she just hit him over the head with the Minecraft pickaxe, and then once again bats him over the head and is like, you better stay away from my sister. So then all of a sudden, both, the Minecraft girl and Hudson hear, a toilet flush, and then, kind of when you rinse your hand, water's running or whatever in the sink, right? So both of them hear that, and the Minecraft girl is like, you heard me, like, stay away from my sister. Gets up and runs away. Runs back upstairs to her bed wars or whatever, right? And so Hudson's kind of sitting there like, okay, I'm not sure how to react to that. And Hudson's girlfriend sits down. She's like, what? And Hudson's like, and she's like, your face, like, what's wrong? Because, like, Hudson's girlfriend could kind of read him like a book at this point. They were good for each other, bro. But Hudson was like, yeah, so it's not a big deal, but, like, I was sitting here and I felt like something hit me in the back of my head. It didn't hurt that much, obviously, but I turned around and it was your little sister, and then she hit me in the head again with that little foam pickaxe, like from Minecraft. It's not a big deal. It obviously didn't hurt. But then she said, stay away from my sister. So, you know, Hudson's girlfriend is like, you know, that's it. Like, you stay right here again. And Hudson sits there as he hears, you know, his girlfriend walk up and starts, like, talking very loudly to, like, you know, most, like, presumably the Minecraft girl. And he can't really make out what's being said, but you can assume that, like, don't treat, like, my boyfriend like that. I get that he's new here and that you don't know him. And even if you're trying to be protective, stop it. It's just weirding him out. Like, thank you for wanting the best for me, but not like this, yada, yada. There you go, stuff like that. So the girlfriend comes back down. It's like, sorry, like, that should be dealt with. Like, if you see her again, she's going to be chill. So Hudson's like, all right, cool. A little spoiler alert for you guys. She is the opposite of chill from this point on. Real quick, comment Minecraft down below if you want to heart in your comment. That will be the secret word of the day, and I'll try and heart as many of those comments as I possibly can. And also, if you do want to support the channel, binge watch some videos, either watch some playlists or click on videos in the recommended. And please, if you're doing this, leave me a comment down below like these people so that I can say thank you by hearting it or maybe replying by saying thank you, because that supports the channel so much. Anyways, back to the story. So anyways, right, Hudson's girlfriend's parents are going to be out for probably the entire night, or at least that's what Hudson's girlfriend said. So she decides that she's going to make dinner, and Hudson's like, oh, cool, awesome. And so Hudson's girlfriend makes the dinner, and, you know, eventually he's like, calls down her sister and calls in the boyfriend, like, all right, guys, dinner's ready. So, you know, anyways, you know, Hudson, you know, walks over to the dining room and, you know, sits down, and, you know, the girlfriend sits down, and also the little sister, aka the Minecraft girl, sits down, and she's like being super awkward, making no eye contact at all with, you know, Hudson, kind of understandably, right? And all of a sudden, right, you know, Hudson's girlfriend's like, hey, I want to go show you something. And she looks at the Minecraft girl and is like, all right, we'll be right back. And I don't know, I wasn't told exactly. By the way, this story was submitted over on Instagram. Go follow me on there. It's in the description, and submit your stories there. But anyways, right, I wasn't told exactly what the girlfriend told Hudson. But anyways, they come back, and Hudson realizes that, you know, the little sister, aka the Minecraft girl's face, goes from a face of, like, I don't know, like, I'm feeling very weird, like, this is awkward, to a face of, like, evil. Like, she has an evil grin on her face. So right away, Hudson is like, all right, bro, this is a little weird, this is a little strange, I don't know how I feel about this. And he sits down, and he's just, like, goes to take a big chug of water. And he takes a big chug of water and immediately, like, spits it out. And the girlfriend's like, are you okay? And he's like, wow, this water is so salty. So the girlfriend grabs his water glass, sticks her finger in it, kind of like licks her finger, and looks immediately at, like, at her little sister. And is like, did you do this? And the little sister is like, yeah, stay away from my big sister, and while looking at Hudson. And sure enough, right, you know, the Hudson's girlfriend starts yelling at the little sister, like, I already told you to stop being, like, weird. I already told you that, like, we're, like, great for each other, and just, like, you don't have to like him, but don't be weird about it. Like, it was strange already enough that you bopped him over the head with, like, a foam pickaxe, right? But now you're trying to make his food taste bad. Like, either way, like, if we're breaking up, it's not because of you. And, like, if anything, like, we have a stronger bond now. Even if that wasn't true, she just said it, right? And she's like, you know what, go up to your room. And the Minecraft girl's like, you know what, like, you don't have any authority over me. And you know, the old Hudson's girlfriend is like, I don't necessarily, but I'm gonna, like, do you really still want to be here when we're both very mad at you? And the girl's like, fine, whatever, I'm gonna go play Bed Wars anyways. So the girl goes upstairs, and Hudson turns to, like, his girlfriend, is like, hey, I feel kind of bad, like, I want to be on at least okay terms with your sister. Obviously, like, just you going over there wasn't enough. Maybe I should go up and, like, talk to her. And Hudson's girlfriend looks at him very longingly, like, you're so nice, you're so sweet, like, that's so kind of you, like, she really doesn't deserve it after what you've done, or not after what you've done, after what she's done, but just know that she's a little strange sometimes, and she really doesn't like new people. And I guess I've never had a boyfriend before, or at least I've never had one come over, so I don't know how she's going to react. And Hudson's like, you know what? I got it. Don't even worry about it. I just want to be on good terms. This was a big mistake for Hudson, let me just say. Well, anyways, right, Hudson, finishes up his meal, looks at his girlfriend and says, hey, I'll be back in like 10 minutes. I just want to go talk. And she's like, all right, fine, but please don't get mad at me if things go wrong. And Hudson's like, of course not. Like, I don't blame you at all for any of this. And she's like, all right, good. Thank you so much. You're such a kind soul. You got a big heart, like, for doing this. And Hudson's like, all right, man. So, Hudson walks upstairs and he knocks on the door a little bit. He's like, hey, can we just talk for a second? Like, I'm not mad or anything. I just want to, like, get to know you a little bit. I want to let you know that I'm not, like, some evil stranger or whatever, and that I'm not some, like, I don't know, some Brad type that's just gonna, like, play your sister or whatever. By the way, I know some cool Brads. It's just a stereotype, bro. And if you're a Brad watching this, you're the good Brad, right? You're not the bad Brad that I'm referring to. But anyways, right, so he knocks on the door, and he's like, can you let me in? Like, we don't have to talk for long. It can just be for a minute or whatever. And he hears some, like, scuffling around, right? And he's like, okay, well, there's definitely someone in there. And he's like, if you don't want me to come in, just let me know, right? And he said, all right, well, I hear that you're in there, so just say, don't come in if you want me to not come in. And no response, right? So he's like, all right, well, I'm coming in because I really do want to talk, right? So anyways, Hudson starts opening the door, slowly opens it up, and what is in front of the room is a bunch of, like, all these, like, clothes all over the place. There's, like, a whole big gaming setup with the light-up mouse, the light-up keyboard. It seemed to be in the middle of, like, just, like, sitting in the high-pixel lobby. Like, it seemed like she was on, like, a game or whatever and just, like, quit to the hub and was just sitting there. Dude, okay, don't take that out of context. In Hypixel, like the Minecraft thing that I'm playing right now, there's something called the hub, which is just like the place where all the games are. It's not what you dirty people think. Oh my god. Anyways, right. So he just notices, like, oh, well, she's not in here, but I heard her. And, like, mid-thought, right, because the door is open and he's scanned the entire room, he hears something from behind the door. So he turns around and he looks behind the door, and the Minecraft girl jumps out from behind the door and goes, rah! Literally tackles this guy. And here's the thing. Hudson wasn't, like, a massive football player or something that was, like, a really big dude or whatever, but he also was, like, significantly older by a couple years than this girl. However, the fact that he wasn't expecting this and, like, kind of the element of surprise, like, he got fumbled by this girl. He fell over. Like, this girl knocked him over, dude. So he's, like, on the floor, and, like, the girlfriend hears all this commotion. It's like, oh my god, like, what's going on? And the Minecraft girl has the pickaxe in her hand and starts going bop 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 bop. Starts bopping like Hudson in the face, being like, stay away from, and every single, like, word is another bop with the Minecraft pickaxe. So stay away from my sister, you weird. Oh, and Hudson's like, stop. Like, I just wanted to talk to you to prove that I wasn't weird. Like, who's being the weirdo here? Like, me or the girl that literally lured me into her room to attack me with a Minecraft pickaxe? Like, who's being the weird one here, dude? But anyways, right, Hudson's girlfriend walks up the stairs like, oh my god, what is going on here? And, the Minecraft girl is like, I'm, like, defending you from this weirdo freak. Like, he wanted to talk to me. Ha ha ha. Little did he know that I was, like, hiding, waiting for him to come. Like, I pounced on him. I'm attacking him right now. So Hudson's girlfriend kind of, like, grabs, like, the Minecraft girl and rips her off of Hudson. And Hudson gets up like, whoa, okay. Not exactly what I was expecting, right? And the Hudson's girlfriend's like, Minecraft girl, says her, like, actual name, right? Minecraft girl, like, this is, like, I've told you again and again, like, just stay away from him. He's totally fine. He just wanted to come up and talk to you. I didn't even tell him to do this. He just wanted to make things right with you. He's got such a big heart, and all you do is, like, just attack him, and you're mean to him. Like, why on earth are you doing this? And the Minecraft girl goes very silent, and you can see that her fists start to ball up. And Hudson's like, oh god, what's coming up next, dude? Like, what lucky surprise am I about to receive? Like, and sure enough, the Minecraft girl is like, if you can't see the truth, then you're lost to me too. Like some real cryptic stuff, bro. And in the middle of like Hudson's girlfriend saying, "What are you saying?" The Minecraft girl starts like flailing, attacking like Hudson's girlfriend with the pickaxe and pushes her and is like, "You don't understand that what I'm doing is for the best of you, so if you don't understand it, I'm gonna make you understand." It's just like attacking her with the Minecraft pickaxe, pushing her against the wall. And once again, Hudson's girlfriend was kind of petite, like she was definitely kind of small, but she was at least bigger than the Minecraft girl who was younger than her. So after being like thrown against the wall, because she was so thrown off guard by like, she did not expect her sister to just straight up like attack her out of the blue, she eventually like pushes back and is like, "What are you doing? You're insane." And the Minecraft girl like kind of like pushes both of them away from her, being like, "I'm doing this for the best of both of you. Like, stay away from my sister." And like turns to her sister, "You got to start having a brain on you." And Hudson looks at her and is just like, "Dude, oh my God." And, you know, Hudson's girlfriend's like, "Fine." And looks at Hudson and says, "We should probably go." And the Minecraft girl's like, yes, I won. You're breaking up with him." And Hudson's girlfriend turns to her and is like, "No, you're being crazy. We're going to go have a good time without you in the house, or without you here." And Hudson's girlfriend's like, "Sure, whatever. Go and break up with him. I know it's coming." So anyways, Hudson is walked down, like, Hudson's girlfriend holds Hudson's hand and is like walking him down the stairs. Is like, "I am so sorry." Once again, like, sorry times a billion. I don't understand. Like, I knew she was kind of crazy. Like, I knew she was a little bit weird and a little psycho, but like, isn't every 14-year-old girl or little sister, right? But this is absurd. And she says, "You know what? This day doesn't have to be bad." So, you know, anyways, Hudson's girlfriend's parents eventually come back. Hudson's girlfriend real quickly explains what happens, and they're like, "Oh my God, we're going to punish your sister for this." And Hudson's girlfriend's like, "You guys can do whatever you want, but can I just ask for a favor?" And they say, "Sure, what's up?" And they say, "Can you just drive us to go get ice cream?" So this story ends off pretty well, because Hudson and his girlfriend just end up getting ice cream, nice, relaxing, and no crazy Minecraft girl to ruin the day.
Today we get a story of a Minecraft kid that gets angry at his teacher, so decides that, his revenge will be farting in the teacher's face and then going completely insane. This is probably one of the weirdest stories I have ever received, so sit back, relax, subscribe if you like stories, and let's call today's subscriber Noah. So this all happens one day when Noah is just chilling in his class, and there's another guy in his class, and we're gonna call this guy the Minecraft kid, because he's obsessed with Minecraft. He's always wearing the creeper hoodie. You already know how it goes. And obviously, right, if you like Minecraft, this video is not against you, because bro, I love Minecraft. Look at the background gameplay. But anyways, right, so Noah was just chilling in class, and he looks to like his left, and directly like to the next of him, directly adjacent to him, is the Minecraft kid. And him and the Minecraft kid weren't like best friends or anything, but he had nothing necessarily against the Minecraft kid. And the teacher was beginning the lecture on whatever it was, and he sees the Minecraft kid, he had his computer out because everyone had their computers out. It was like 6th grade, and that was like the first time that they were given school computers or whatever, or Chromebooks, or I don't even know. He had his computer out though. And like, you could have your school given Chromebook or school issued Chromebook, or you could bring your own computer. So the Minecraft kid, brought his gaming computer. And the difference with today and any other day is Noah looked over and saw the Minecraft kid reach into his backpack, pull out a mouse pad and a gaming mouse. One of those like gaming mice that like all light up and glow and all that stuff. Yeah, he whipped out one of those. And at first Noah's like, oh, he just wants to use a mouse instead of the trackpad. Like, that's totally understandable. Trackpad sucks. I 100% agree. And anyways, right, Noah doesn't even really pay that much attention. And that is until he hears the Minecraft soundtrack. Super, super, super loud. Minecraft soundtrack is beautiful. I've actually gone to sleep to it a couple of times on Spotify, but that's beyond the point, right? Anyways, right, so Noah is he realizes that the Minecraft kid next to him is not only not really caring that, he has his entire gaming setup out, he also just doesn't care that Minecraft music is blasting away. And sure enough, right, you hear the Minecraft soundtrack, you hear the walking footsteps in Minecraft, you hear him beating up some chicken and the chicken making squeaking noises or whatever. And so Noah's just oh my God, this kid's gonna get in a ton of trouble. But sure enough, right, the music was just so loud that the teacher like turns around and like looks at like the Minecraft kid and is like, Minecraft kid, like turn down that music. Like you can't be playing music in class. So the teacher didn't realize that this was just like music to a video game. The teacher just thought that the Minecraft kid was playing like music in class, which, you know, sometimes kids have like tried to like listen to music, but normally they'd use headphones or whatever. And the teacher says, hey, no listening to music in class, you gotta be paying attention. So the teacher kind of doesn't think anything more of it and goes back to their work. And so the Minecraft kid, sure enough, just turns off the volume, but keeps on playing Minecraft. And it's super obvious because he's like whipping his like mouse around and like clicking really fast and doing all this stuff. And obviously if the teacher paid like really close attention, he would realize that the Minecraft kid was not just listening to music, but was not listening to music at all, but instead was playing a video game with music in the background. So anyways, right, Noah's like, dude, this kid's gonna get caught. And sure enough, right, you know, the Minecraft kid, I think in the beginning was playing like normal Minecraft, but then he goes on to one of those servers. I think he's playing Bed Wars or something. And this kid is like really good at Bed Wars. And when you're really good at Bed Wars, a lot of times you'll be clicking super fast so that you can place more blocks. Or maybe when you're fighting someone, you take less knockback and you might get more hits. So this kid starts butterfly clicking, which is when you take 2 fingers and rapidly slam your mouse with it. And sure enough, right, the kid in the middle of class starts spamming his mouse like and Noah was just like, dude, that's so loud. And sure enough, the teacher turns around and is like, hey, Minecraft kid, are you playing video games in class? And the Minecraft kid legitimately keeps on clicking because apparently he's in the middle of like a fight or something, like a PvP fight, and keeps on clicking, ignores the teacher for a good 10 seconds. The teacher looks at him in disbelief, and the Minecraft kid looks up and is like, huh? And the teacher's like, shut off your computer. You're not allowed to be playing video games in class. First you're listening to music, now you're playing video games. Like, that's super disrespectful and distracting. You're not just distracting yourself, you're distracting everyone else in the class, and that is totally not fair for them. And he said, and then the teacher followed up by saying, Minecraft kid, you're on super thin ice. Turn off like your video game. So the Minecraft kid is like, whatever, man. And like, you know, closes the computer, like closes the computer screen, whatever, and kind of like slumps back in his chair with his arms crossed because, man, he just, you know, he wanted to play Minecraft. He didn't want to pay attention to whatever was going on in class, right? So at this point, Noah thinks that the Minecraft kid is done being stupid in class, but Noah was very, very wrong to say the least. Because anyways, right, Noah kind of goes back to paying attention to the class, you know, trying to like take some notes. He's trying to do well in this class. And then Noah, to his surprise, hears clicking noises. And he's like, all right, there's no chance that like the Minecraft kid is back to playing his video games. But sure enough, the Minecraft kid had taken out his computer again and went back to playing Bed Wars. And once again, he's on his mouse going like clicking it literally as fast as he possibly could. And that he's not being slick. He's not being like anything like, he's not being clever or anything like that, because the teacher immediately turns around and is like, Minecraft kid, I told you, like, you can't be playing video games in class. I already told you were on super thin ice. Like, that's it. If you can't like pay attention and you're going to be distracting everyone else, then you can't be in this class. Go to the principal's office and she'll deal with you. And the Minecraft kid just looks at him and says, what did you say to me? And the teacher's like, no back talk. Go to the principal's office now. And from here on, things were about to get much, much worse. But real quick, comment Minecraft down below if you want to harden your comment, as Minecraft is the secret word of the day. And by the way, if you've been binge watching my videos, please leave a comment like this down below so I can heart it, maybe reply, just so I can know that you're doing it and say thank you. Because when you watch a bunch of my videos in a row, it really does help out the channel more than you can even imagine. And I mean, also, if you want to be like this guy, I'm not saying to leave a playlist of my videos on overnight when you go to sleep with the volume on 1%, but I'm also not saying not to do that. Wink. Wink, 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 nod, smile. Anyways, back to the story. This is where it gets crazy. So at this point, the teacher has told the Minecraft kid that, you know, he needs to go to the principal's office right now. And the Minecraft kid is not happy about this at all. And so sure enough, you know, the teacher, let me just paint the picture for you guys. The teacher is sitting down at their desk, at their chair, whatever, right? And the Minecraft kid walks up to go to like the door to leave the class, presumably, right? You know, because he has to go to the principal's and whatever, right? So he walks up to the front of the class. At this point, everyone has kind of been paying attention. Noah's like, wow, like this kid, you know, whatever. I mean, if the punishment fits the crime, if you're being an idiot, like play stupid games, expect stupid consequences, like it is, or expect stupid prizes. That's the actual phrase. My fault. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid does something absolutely crazy because he walks up to the front of the class and he slows down as soon as he gets to his teacher. And the teacher's like, keep moving. Principal's office is that way. And as soon as the teacher says, keep moving, the principal office is that way, the Minecraft kid runs over to the teacher. And the teacher, remember, is sitting down at a pretty low desk / chair. And the Minecraft kid stands, like, whips out a chair, puts it down from the teacher. And the teacher is in the middle saying, hey. And the Minecraft kid steps on the chair, turns around, and rips the biggest fart you've ever heard in the teacher's face. Like, this is the most ridiculous thing Noah has ever seen in his life. And in Noah's head, he was like, huh? What? Huh? And the teacher was just as shocked. The teacher's just like in a state of disbelief, also a state of like stink, because like, man, the Minecraft kid was eating like mega like I don't know, he was eating like premium beans for the last 7 months before doing this fart, bro. I swear to God. Like Noah said he could like legit like smell it from being like 20 feet away. And the teacher's like, oh God. And then the Minecraft kid's like, yeah, and then runs away. So the teacher is now steaming mad because he's got this big old fart that was just like landed in his face. This kid is destroying his entire class. So now the Minecraft kid is like, catch me if you can, and starts running around the class. And the teacher is so mad right now. Like the teacher is so angry. So the teacher starts sprinting after the kid. And the Minecraft kid is like, it just starts like running around the class, pushing over chairs to make it harder for the teacher to get. And the teacher's like, that's it. You're gonna be suspended for so long. You'll be lucky if you don't get expelled. I'm calling up your parents and I'm writing a full report. And Noah and everyone else in that class was just sitting there with their mouths dropped their mouths dropped open to the floor. They were just like, what is going on? Like, oh my God. Like, I knew this kid was a little weird, but seriously, what is going on right now? And so the Minecraft kid is sprinting around the class, kind of doing like, so, you know, like in football where you kind of like psych them out and then you go the other way. And the teacher is kind of lumbering around like, every second that you're running, everything that you're pushing over, every like millisecond that you're not like obeying me and going to the principal's office, your punishment is increasing by 100%, which really doesn't make a lot of sense because there's a cap. Like you can't really punish someone beyond expelling them. So what's like 300,000% beyond expelled? I don't really know. You tell me. So anyways, right, the Minecraft kid's like, and then eventually, right, the Minecraft kid accidentally like trips on something. The Minecraft kid falls, and at this point, the teacher has made up enough ground to grab the Minecraft kid by the the scruff of his creeper hoodie, and it's like, you are coming with me. And the entire class is so silent as this is the most ridiculous thing they have ever seen in their life. And Noah is just like, oh my God, do I have a story to tell my mom? So anyways, the Minecraft kid is being dragged out by his creeper hoodie and all 4 legs are flailing. He's like, no. And then like the teacher goes out the door, slams it shut. The entire class is silent. No one's mumbling. You would have thought that people would have been like, wow, that was crazy, guys. I wonder what's... No. Nope. It was dead silent. Nobody uttered a word. And because of the silence, they were able to hear very clearly the teacher yell, hey, get back here. And within about 20 seconds of them hearing the teacher yell that, they once again see the class door slam open, and the Minecraft kid, with his hair all messed up and his clothes all kind of like ripped up a little bit, runs into the classroom, slams the door shut, and then locks it. Because for some reason, this door locks from the inside, which actually, I guess that does make sense, but he locks it from the inside. You didn't need a key, you just need to press something. And the Minecraft kid goes over to the teacher's desk after locking the door, literally takes his foot and kicks off everything, including like a $500 Chromebook, right? That kind of breaks on the floor. All the books fall over. The teacher's coffee mug flies off the desk and like smashes on the floor. And the Minecraft kid steps on the teacher's chair and then steps on the desk and is like, attention! I mean, dude, he didn't really need to say attention to get their attention because literally everyone was paying attention to this guy at this point. The Minecraft kid goes on to declare himself as the ruler of the class and that he is now the dictator and they must do what he says. And everyone in the class is just like completely silent because they're just so shocked by the chain of events that just happened. And the Minecraft kid says, now, as ruler of the class, you must refer to me as Lord. You will not call me by my name. Let's call him Joseph. You will not call me by my name, Joseph. You will only call me by Lord. And everyone in the class is just like, huh? This has been like, they're just like, what happened in the last 7 minutes of this class? How did we get from learning about the quadratic equation to this, to having a kid like fart in the teacher's face, run away from them, close the door, slam all their stuff off the desk, and declare himself ruler of the class? How did we get here? So anyways, right, they're basically held hostage by the Minecraft kid because, sure enough, like people come to the door, they're slamming on it. They're like, hey, let us in. And the Minecraft kid's like, nobody go to that door. Like nobody dare do it. And one kid is like, hey, like I got to go to the bathroom because at this point, they were kind of like accepting that the Minecraft kid was the de facto ruler, at least for the next like 10 minutes or so. And, the Minecraft kid's like, no, that's treacherous. You just want to let them in. And the kid's like, dude, no, like I really got to pee. And the Minecraft kid's like, that's too bad. You should have thought of that before I took over. And the kid's like, bro, like, how would I have known that any of this nonsense was going to happen? The Minecraft kid is like, too bad, so sad. So at this point, Joseph was sitting in, or Noah, not Joseph, sorry, that's the name I gave the Minecraft kid. At this point, Noah was sitting in class and he was getting he was getting pretty upset. He just didn't want to deal with, the Minecraft kid anymore. He was like, this kid is a menace. He's totally insane. The thing is, Noah's actually trying to pay attention in class. Like Noah is trying to get his grade back because he was struggling on the first couple tests. So he was really committing to learning the material. And he was getting kind of angry that he was kind of being robbed of this experience. As funny as he thought it was, he really didn't want to have to deal with this much longer. So Noah was thinking to himself, all right, there are most likely security guards at the door, if not some kind of adult that can help us in this situation. Because for the last couple of minutes or so, people have been slamming on the door, let us in, Minecraft kid, or Joseph, let us in, Joseph. Like, you gotta let us in, man. Your punishment will be worse. Or it will be your punishment will be worse the longer this is. And so, at this point, Noah is like, all right, I think I'm just going to make a dash for it. But I got to cover it up so this crazy kid doesn't fart attack me or something. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't want freaking pink eye, bro. That's disgusting. So Noah's like, hey, do you mind if I sharpen my pencil? And the Minecraft kid's not the brightest man ever. So he's like, sure, peasant, go ahead. And he's like, wait. No. And then Noah's like, dude, what? He's like, ask me again, but you must refer to me as Lord. And Noah in his head is like, all right, this kid freaking sucks, but I'm about to ruin him. So yeah, whatever he wants for his next 30 seconds of rulership. So he's like, my lord, do you mind if I sharpen my pencil? And the Minecraft kid is like, fine, peasant, go ahead. And the Minecraft kid is sitting on the desk and he's kind of made it like a king, a king throne in a sense. And everyone is kind of whispering to each other, going on their phones, trying to contact people. But sure enough, right, Noah kind of walks up and is very calmly walking towards the pencil sharpener, which was on the other side of the room as the door. It was towards the front of the room, which means he didn't have to do a massive sprint, but it was kind of on the other side. So he's walking very slowly to the pencil sharpener. And that's when he's able to look out the door. And sure enough, there are he sees the outlines of two pretty big guys and he's like, all right, these are the security officers. And, as the Minecraft kid is like disciplining someone, being like, no, you must refer to me as Lord, because they asked a question or something, that no one realized that that was his moment. That was his opportunity. So he changes direction incredibly quickly, sprints towards the door, and the Minecraft kid is like, peasant, what are you doing? And at that point, Noah goes to the door, quickly unlocks it, opens it up, steps aside, and two big security guards run into the room, and they just grab the Minecraft kid. And the Minecraft kid's like, no, my peasants, fight for me. I have been a great ruler. I've been a great king. No. And he's dragged out. And at this point, right, the teacher returns to the classroom, completely out of breath. Her hair is all frizzed up. And she's just like, class, I don't think I have it in me to finish the class today. I will, allow you guys to have recess or a break period. I will have to monitor you guys, but please don't ask me to do anything. I don't have the energy or willpower right now. And the entire class was very understanding, as this, when you go to teacher school, when you take the final exam for being a teacher, there's no final trick question of what do you do if a Minecraft kid farts in your face and then literally starts a coup and takes control of your classroom. That's not on the final exam. That's not in the job description. So everyone was they're pretty forgiving. What ends up happening, however, is the teacher doesn't monitor them. The teacher just gets another person to watch after them, because the teacher's actually going to the hospital because her eyes and her entire face were feeling weird. What ended up happening was both the teacher ended up getting had to go to the hospital and got pink eye, a very severe case, and got an eye infection. She's totally fine now apparently, but when the Minecraft kid farted in her face, all these gross, disgusting germs got in there, and it could have been really bad. And because of all the nonsense that the Minecraft kid was doing, he was suspended for 2 entire weeks. Honestly, he's lucky that he didn't get expelled, but he was also afterwards, after those 2 weeks were up, he was invited back to the classroom, and he had to also during those 2 weeks write a paper saying why what he did was wrong and apologize to everyone. And he was forced to read that in front of the entire class. And Noah tells me that it was probably the most awkward experience.
Click on the video on
life.
Screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it, do it.
Today we get a story of a Minecraft kid who actually ends up smashing this guy's iPad out of rage and frustration. It's a pretty crazy story, so subscribe if you like story videos, and let's call today's subscriber who sent in this story, let's call him Thomas. So this all started at recess when there was kind of a big debate. For some reason at Thomas's school, all the kids in his grade like to have put on debates at recess. I don't know, dude, they were all in 5th grade, so I kind of feel like they're a little young to be doing something like this, but it's still pretty cool. So one day they would debate which TV show is better, regular show or Adventure Time. Personally, I love them both, but I think regular show takes the cake. Please don't destroy me in the comment section. But today they had a debate of Minecraft versus Roblox. And Thomas didn't really play Minecraft that much, but he was pretty big when it came to Roblox. And there was another kid who was known as the Minecraft kid, as he would play and talk about Minecraft and wear Minecraft merch and have Minecraft stuffed animals in class and literally have every single thing Minecraft possible. I mean, even his pencils had a creeper skin on them. And the thing is, right, there's nothing wrong with liking Minecraft that much. I mean, I love the game. It's probably one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game. Look at the background of today's video even. But anyways, right, Thomas and the Minecraft kid, they kind of take the main role for each of the debaters of Minecraft versus Roblox, which is a better game. And the thing is, right, it actually starts to get a bit heated because, I mean, Thomas is kind of just doing it for fun, but the Minecraft kid is speaking out of passion. He is speaking out of the heart. He is trying to defend something that he believes in, and he believes with all of his heart that Minecraft is the greatest game of all time, and anyone who questions him shall suffer his wrath, or along those lines. I don't totally know, dude. So anyways, right, Thomas and the Minecraft kids start going at it. And the thing is, right, Thomas just finds it kind of funny because the thing is, right, every single day that they have these debates, it's never super serious and no one really takes it that seriously. And like, if you are on the opposite side of someone that you're debating, you're still friends with them and you literally don't even care. Like, none of these topics are actually that deep, including this one. However, the Minecraft kid takes this all very, very personally. And he's like,
I don't like to hear all this Minecraft disrespect from you. And Thomas is kind of like trolling a little bit. He's having a little bit too much fun here. And he decides to like pretend as if he super cares about like Roblox being better and that he thinks Minecraft is a terrible game. To be honest, Minecraft is Thomas's second favorite game. He just doesn't play it as much, nearly as much as Roblox. But he just decides to like put on the persona of completely hating Minecraft just because he knows it'll completely like make the top. It'll make the Minecraft kid like super angry. So Thomas is like, you know what? I don't even think that Roblox is a better game than Minecraft. I think Minecraft is a trash game. And this makes the Minecraft kid get super, super mad. The Minecraft kid is all like, you think what? What did you say to me? What is the disrespect coming out of your mouth? I'm sure I didn't hear you right. I'm almost positive I didn't hear you right because you're not disrespecting the greatest game of all time, which I kind of agree with, but not the disrespect part, just the kind of like the greatest game of all time part. And he's like, you're gonna pay for this, not like this disrespect. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And the Minecraft kid turns to all the other people on the team because basically they would break up into two teams. They would have one person debating, but everyone on the side, like they would kind of choose a side and stand there and kind of cheer them on. It was kind of like a fun little thing. It wasn't taken too seriously. But when the Minecraft kid turns back to all the kids saying like, don't you think this disrespect is unbelievable and just like he should be punished? All the other kids are like, bro, it's simply not that deep. It really is just not that serious, man. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It's just not that deep. It's really just paper thin, if you know what I mean. It's just, who cares? And the Minecraft kid is like, no, this disrespect, it will not be tolerated anymore. And so he goes up to Thomas. And he kind of like walks away from his people. He walks up to Thomas. He's like, I will give you one more chance to take back the disrespect. And Thomas is like, no, Minecraft sucks, lol. Remember, Thomas doesn't even believe this. He just thinks it's funny how mad the Minecraft kid is getting. And the Minecraft kid is like, fine, then you will pay. And he runs away. And Thomas is like, bro, what is this kid on about? And the Minecraft kid is gone for like 5 whole minutes. And, you know, Thomas is just chilling with the other people, and they're all kind of talking about, like, bro, the Minecraft kid really lost it. He really cares way too much about this. Like, oh, my God. And that's when the Minecraft kid reappears with a massive smile on his face and Thomas's iPad in his hand. And Thomas is just like, bro, like, why do you take my iPad out of my backpack? Because Thomas, like, you know, he would sometimes play on his iPad after school, and like sometimes some of the kids, because Thomas was picked up a little bit later because his mom just, you know, his mom's work got out later, and there was a few other kids who had the same situation, so they would sometimes play iPad games or do stuff on the iPad after school, so Thomas would always bring it in with him. And the Minecraft kid is like, I'm confiscating this for the disrespect against Minecraft. And Thomas is like, bro, like, we were just messing around. Like, this is just a fun debate. Like, why are you taking it so seriously? Also, you can't take my stuff, bro. Like, you just can't, like, nab my stuff like that. And Thomas is like, too bad. You were super disrespectful against Minecraft, and I must hold the glory of the greatest game of all time. And Thomas is just like, bro, I think I need you to chill and just hand over the iPad. And the Minecraft kid is like, no! You shall not get the iPad after the disrespect. After the blatant disrespect. I can't just hand it back to you. That goes against my principles. That goes against my morals. And Thomas is like, bro, it's not that deep. And all the other kids start joining in saying, yeah, man, like, just hand him back the iPad. It's not a big deal, dude. Like, come on now. And Thomas is like, no. Or not Thomas. The Minecraft kid's like, no. And the Minecraft kid grabs clutches the iPad close to his chest and then runs into the school. Real quick, comment iPad down below if you want to heart on your comment. Secret word of the day is iPad. And by the way, if you're binge watching my videos or you watch a bunch of them in a row, please let me know because that really does boost the channel and I'll try and say thank you personally. A good way to do that is the playlist I have linked in the description. And anyways, back to the story. So Thomas and the other kids are like, oh shoot, this kid is running away with like Thomas's iPad. So the other kids are like, yo, Thomas, we should really go after him because they always knew the Minecraft kid was a little bit weird, but they were just like, wow, he cares way too much about this. I wonder what he's gonna do.
do? So they all decide to run into the school, and they're just like, like, Minecraft kid, like, come on, man, it's not that deep. And they're walking around the school trying to find him. And then they Thomas and some of the kids walk down the end of one hallway, and they look down it. And at the very end of the hallway, they see the Minecraft kid. And Thomas yells out, "Hey!" And sure enough, right, the Minecraft kid turns his head, looks at Thomas, has this big mischievous smile, and then sprints away. So Thomas and the other kids who see him start running down the hall. And Thomas yells out, he's this way, follow my voice. And the other people in the school who are kind of looking around in different places. This is a pretty big school, by the way, because this is kindergarten through 12th grade. It has every grade in this school. So they there's other people that hear him start running towards Thomas's voice, and they're sprinting down trying to chase the Minecraft kid. Bro, the Minecraft kid is low-key pretty fast. Unfortunately for Thomas and his friends, the Minecraft kid is pretty fast, and he's very motivated not to be caught. So they see the Minecraft kid run into the bathroom, and they're like, all right, we caught him. There's no chance he gets away from this. So Thomas and the kids walking to the bathroom, and they're just like, all right, Minecraft kid. They say his actual name, but they're like, all right, Minecraft kid. You can't escape. There's only one exit. Come on now. It's time for you to come out. And they look at one of the stalls, and they see feet in it, and they're just like, all right, man, if you're not going to come out, we're going to come in there. And they just kind of hear a what? And they're like, all right, man, I'm sorry. So one of Thomas's friends kicks open the stall door, and it's just some random kid sitting in there. And they're like, oh my God, I am so sorry. Someone stole one of my, and Thomas goes, someone stole one of my personal belongings, and we're chasing him, and he went into the bathroom, and I thought I'm so sorry, man. So he just closes the door and just looks at his friend okay, that was not good. But anyways, there's only 2 stalls in the bathroom, so Thomas and his friends open up the other stall, which isn't even locked and doesn't seem to have anyone in it. And they look up and they see that there's a window in this bathroom, right? There's a window in the second stall, and sure enough, the window is open. So Thomas is like, damn, he escaped again. And so Thomas feels kind of defeated. I mean, at the end of the day, this kid is not really going to escape. He still has to be at school. But Thomas and his friends walk out of the bathroom feeling kind of defeated when they hear one of his friends saying, we found him, he's cornered. So sure enough, right, the Minecraft kid had ran back inside, and unfortunately for him, he got kind of stuck in a corner. He got kind of cornered by some of the guys. And the thing is, right, there was a teacher in one of the classrooms, and the teacher was either cleaning up from her last class or preparing for the next class or doing a little bit of both. But she looked over and she was watching whatever was going down because she wasn't totally sure what was happening. And Thomas walks up and he's like, Minecraft kid, just give me the iPad. It's fine. We're not going to report you for doing this, even though you did steal my property and you did, you're being pretty crazy right now. But if you just give me the iPad, we're going to forget any of this ever happened. So just walk on over, give me the iPad. We'll just forget. The Minecraft kid is like, not unless you, and the Minecraft kid's stuttering, and Thomas is like, come on, man. And Minecraft kid's like, no, you must say that Minecraft is better than Roblox and the best game ever. And you must also repent your sins against the game, the greatest game of all time. And Thomas is like, dude, I'm not going to do that. It's a matter of principle at this point. I'm not going to bow down to your demands because you're crazy and you take things way too deep that aren't that deep. And the Minecraft kid is like, so be it. And the Minecraft kid kind of his frown is kind of an anxious face slowly creeps into a smile, and the Minecraft kid grabs the iPad with 2 hands and hoists it over his head. And Thomas is starting to realize what's happening. He's like, dude, no. And the Minecraft kid lifts the iPad up and throws it as hard as he can on the floor. It makes contact with it because they had I don't know, they didn't have carpet floorings. They had hard I don't know if it was stone floor or whatever. iPad makes contact. Boom! Screen completely destroyed. Bits of glass fly everywhere. The iPad kind of propels back up a little bit from all the force it was thrown down with. Bits of the back of the iPad even break off or whatever. The thing is completely trashed. And the Minecraft kid says, you get what you deserve. And at this point, right, the teacher who's been watching the whole thing, and the reason why she didn't intervene before, she had literally no idea what was going on. But when she saw this, she was like, Minecraft Kid, said his actual name, Thomas, and then said the other name to the people there. What is going on? And Thomas is just kind of speechless, looking at the ground with his smashed iPad, bro. Like, that was not what he was expecting. Thomas then kind of breaks out of his kind of like daze or whatever, looks at the teacher and says, the Minecraft Kid, or says his actual name, Minecraft Kid just smashed my iPad because I'd said I didn't like Minecraft. And, the teacher's like, you two, come with me. And, so Thomas and the Minecraft Kid are escorted to the principal's office. And the teacher walks in, and the principal's like, I'm a little busy. And the teacher's like, all right, well, this is pretty important. And the principal's like, all right. Whatever, fine, like, what's up? And the teacher explains, I was just going in my class, I was cleaning up from my last class, preparing for my next one, and I saw that, like, one of the kids absolutely obliterated an iPad, and she had brought the iPad and all the little bits of glass with her because the janitor had to come and, like, help scoop it up or whatever, and, the principal's like, oh, wow, was it his iPad? And the teacher says, no, it doesn't seem to be his iPad, it seems to be Thomas's iPad. And the principal's like, wow, really? And the Minecraft Kid says, no, this is actually my iPad. I just didn't want it anymore. And Thomas is like, what? No, this was my iPad. And the Minecraft Kid's like, prove it then. And so Thomas is like, well, I mean, if I normally could open it and enter in the password, and the teacher goes to look at the iPad, tries to turn it on. It's completely busted. She's like, that's not going to happen. This thing's busted. And Thomas is like, I don't know. This kid has been, no, not Thomas. The Minecraft kid is like, Thomas has really just been hating on me recently. And he thought it'd be a great opportunity when I just didn't want my iPad anymore. I was trying to break free of technology. He thought it would be a great opportunity to try and frame me and claim that my iPad was actually his. And at this point, right, Thomas is about to go insane. He's like, what? What is this kid saying? What? And yeah, so sure enough, right, the Minecraft Kid is claiming that the iPad that he smashed, that was Thomas's, over the fact that Thomas said Minecraft was trash, right, which he didn't even believe. He was just being a troll, right? Now he's claiming that the iPad was actually his so he wouldn't get in any trouble. And so Thomas is like, like, it's mine. Like, I'll find a way to prove it. And the principal's like, all right, well, I mean, until you can find a way to prove it, I don't know how we can really punish him. Because if it is his iPad, I guess he can do what he wants. Like, it's super dumb for him to smash it, but, like, he can really do what he wants. So then Thomas is sitting there thinking, and he's like, I got a great idea. So he goes to the principal and he says, hey, call up my mom and call up the Minecraft Kid's mom and ask my mom if I have an iPad that I bring to school and ask what the colors are and all of that. And then also ask the Minecraft Kid's mom if he even has an iPad at all. Thomas was kind of banking on the fact that the Minecraft Kid didn't have an iPad because he was always talking about gaming on his PC. And there was a chance the Minecraft Kid also could have had an iPad, which would have really put a wrinkle in his plans. But anyways, right, Thomas's mom says, yes, he does have an iPad. He brings it to school to play after school. And, then the principal calls up the Minecraft Kid's mom. The Minecraft Kid is like, well, the Minecraft Kid's mom is like, not that I know of. I've never purchased him an iPad, at least. So the principal is starting to realize that the Minecraft Kid is not telling the truth. And, the principal then, tells the Minecraft Kid's mom while she's still on the phone, hey, we got to talk about something. And then explains that the Minecraft Kid absolutely destroyed one of some other student's iPad. And the mom is like, what? My son did what? He's going to get a talking to when he comes back. And the principal's like, yeah, I hate to say it, but you're probably going to have to pay for the damages because iPads aren't cheap. And this kid probably isn't just going to be able to, from his because this kid's not an investment banker on the side. He's in 5th grade. He's going to need a little reimbursement. Minecraft Kid's mom is like, fine, that's totally fair. I'm just really mad at my son. And, anyways, Thomas walks out and the Minecraft Kid walks out. He's about to be in trouble, but he's let out for a second. And Thomas is like, bro, I was trolling. I like Minecraft. It wasn't that deep.
Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it.
A Minecraft Kid you can read the title. Normally I tell you guys to grab something to eat, but dear God, please do not grab anything to eat while you listen to this story. Anyways, let's call the subscriber Nico, and subscribe if you like stories anyways. The subscriber who sent in today's story, which you can send into my Instagram, we're going to call him Nico, right? So this all happened one day when, Nico was in class,
and he was kind of just chilling, thought it would be a normal day, but his teacher comes in and announces that today is going to be a really special day, and it's not even going to be a special day, it's going to be a special fun day. So not like, ooh, it's special because we have a massive final exam, but ooh, it's special because we're going to be doing only fun activities today. And it was kind of a surprise that the teachers of the 5th grade, by the way, Nico was in 5th grade when this happened, the 2 5th grade teachers decided that they wanted to collaborate and give their students a break and also make it kind of a surprise. So the teacher announces that the other class, the other 5th grade class, as there were 2 5th grade classes for his 5th grade, the other 5th grade class was going to come into their room, they were going to randomly partner up, and then they were going to do a lot of fun activities today. The entire class was really stoked, and so was Nico, because like, dude, he didn't want to be doing any homework. He didn't want to be doing any math. You know how it is. And to be surprised with like a really fun day, it's just a good day, man. Things are going to be good. So anyways, right, almost on cue within like, as like the teacher said, the other class will be coming in, they hear a knock on the door, and the other 5th grade teacher opens it up and says, hi guys, like, I hope you guys are ready for your surprise today. Everyone is like, yeah, it seems like it's going to be a good day. Well, it's not, at least not for Nicholas, or Nico as we're going to call him, because, I mean, everyone else is going to have a great day, but you already saw the title, you already know how bad this is about to get. Anyways, right, so they were assigned with random people from the other class, and there was this kid in the other class who every single day wore the same creeper hoodie, like every single day without like a doubt. Like he wore the same creeper hoodie. I think you guys know them. It's like, you know, the hoodie that you can buy that has like the creeper head on it and then the creeper design. I mean, look, if you wore that, that's totally fine. As long as you don't wear it every single day without washing it, you're fine in my book. But the thing is, right, this kid either had 7 identical creeper hoodies, or he just wore the same thing every day without washing it. And by the smell of it, not by the look of it, you could definitely tell that he was not washing it, and this was the 101 copy. Anyways, right, so being randomly assigned someone, Nico gets the gets the short straw, you know how it is, and he gets assigned with the Minecraft kid. We're just going to call him the Minecraft kid because he's always wearing that hoodie. And so the Minecraft kid walks over to Nico's desk, sit down, and says, hey man, how's it going? And Nico's like, hey, how's it going? And immediately as the kid sat down, Nico had to like prepare, he had to make sure he didn't like gag, just like gag on reflex, because there was like an aura of stench. Like the odor probably had a mass that was heavier than the air around it. In fact, it was probably heavier than water. It would be sinking, the water would be floating, like it was that crazy, right? So he sits down and Nico's like, oh, how's it going, man? And the thing is, right, sometimes kids don't smell that good. I don't know, maybe you just didn't take a shower, maybe you forgot the deodorant. That's totally okay, but normally there's not an aura of stench, you know? Normally they're not so stinky that if you were like 5 feet away, you would smell them. Like, it's normally not that bad. And Nico wouldn't have really cared if the kid wasn't like the best smelling kid ever. He wouldn't really care if, like, I don't know, he lifted up his his underarms and oof, that kind of smelled kind of bad, right? But the fact was the Minecraft kid literally had like an aura of stench around him. So Nico was like, all right, I'm just going to power through today, right? It's fine. And the teacher at the front of the class said, guys, like, we have some, like, you know, this is like, we have like a really fun activity. And the first activity planned for you guys, it's going to be an outdoor activity and it's going to be a fun game. And the whole class is like super excited. And the thing is, right, Nico's actually kind of excited too, because he's thinking, all right, outdoors, the stench will probably dissipate or at least be less strong if it's outdoors. So this is a massive win for me. It was a massive win until the teacher announced that this special outdoor activity would be hide and seek in teams. And Nico's just thinking to himself, oh no, oh no, because he realizes, right, hide and seek means that like him and the Minecraft kid with his stench aura, or they're going to have to hide together. Like they're probably going to have to hide together in very compact, close places. And the stench aura, Nico assumes, is only going to get more and more intense and terrible the closer you get to the origin. Which, like, he was 5 feet away from the Minecraft kid and he was barely making it. So, like, imagine being, like, directly there. Nico was like, man, I gotta practice not breathing for, like, an hour at a time because that's the only way I'm surviving this. But anyways, they all head outside. And real quick, the secret word of the day,
It's Minecraft. I know, it's nothing that creative, but it is what it is. So comment Minecraft down below. I'll try and heart your comment as a way to say thank you for making it this far into the video. When you guys watch my videos for a long time, it really does help out the channel. And also, if you want to binge watch these videos, make sure to let me know in the comments and I'll try and say thank you back, as it really, really does help the channel. But anyways, right, they head outside and they're preparing for their hide and seek adventure type thing. And so they go out there and the teacher's like, all right, so we're going to choose who is going to be the, you know, the one who's going to seek, and we're going to figure out like everyone else is going to go hide. Nico was praying to God that he was going to be the one, or his team of him and the Minecraft kid were going to be the seekers. Because if they were the seekers, dude, they didn't have, like, Nico didn't have to worry about being in a tight, cramped space. He just had to, like, he could be literally, like, 20 feet away trying to, like, he'd be like, oh, let's split up so we can divide and conquer, which, aka, like, I mean, it is a more effective strategy, but the real goal, the real intention is to get away from the stench aura, because you already know what it is. But no, a different team was picked, and he was like, okay, great. And the Minecraft kid is like, dude, I am so good at hide and seek. I know the best hiding spots. And, you know, Nico's like, let's just hope that these hiding spots are not really kind of like cramped. And sure enough, the Minecraft kid is leading him. He's like, dude, let's go. So they got 60 seconds, or the hiding, or the seekers had to count till 60, and they were counting pretty loud. And the Minecraft kid's like, come on, quickly, quickly. And sure enough, right, the Minecraft kid leads both Nico and him to this spot, and the spot was like, yeah, unfortunately, it was super cramped. So the spot was like behind the building and was behind this bush. And the thing was, right, the little spot behind the bush that like someone could hide in, it was really only a good hiding spot for one person, and it would have been incredibly cramped for two. The Minecraft kid's like, don't worry, man, like I can squeeze in. We totally got this. No one has ever found me in this hiding spot. And Zach is thinking to himself, wow, this is actually a really good hiding spot, because it was. However, the problem is, the better the hiding spot, right, the longer the duration that he's going to have to stay in that hiding spot. And also the longer the duration that, you know, he's going to be in that hiding spot with the Minecraft kid with his like literally like life-threatening stench aura. And he's like, okay, this is going to be the hardest challenge of my life. And the Minecraft kid hops in there. He's like, dude, come on. And Zach is like, I don't know. And the Minecraft kid grabs him by the hand and drags him in. He's like, don't worry, bro. I know this place is good. And Zach is like, whoa. And legitimately, Zach has to wait there for 15 minutes. And Zach is, he's not trying to be rude, but he's like breathing. He like pulls up his like sweatshirt and breathes into it. And that makes the air a little bit less toxic, but it's still really, really bad. And Zach is, not Zach, sorry. That was the guy in the last video. I stole my notes up from that one. Nico is struggling right now. He's just like, he's breathing in air. He's coughing it out. And the Minecraft kid's like, shh, stop coughing. You're gonna get our hiding spot. They're gonna figure it out because you're being so loud. And Nico's just thinking to himself, man, I'm just trying to survive this. I'm not asking for much, man. I'm just trying to survive. That's literally it, bro. I just want to see my parents, dude. So Nico and the Minecraft kid are just sitting there, and they sit there for legitimately like 20 minutes. And then eventually the seekers come around, and they're around in the bush. And Nico's just like, all right, I'm going to have to sabotage this because this hiding spot is just too good. So Nico like forces out a fake sneeze, and the Minecraft kid is like, no! And the seekers eventually come over and find them. And the Minecraft kid's like, bro, couldn't you hold it in? And Nico's like, sorry, man, I had to sneeze. Like, I couldn't hold it in, right? So then Nico and the Minecraft kid also become seekers, because it was kind of like the zombie tag, where if like one person got tagged by the zombie, they would also become like someone who is it as well. It was like a massive swarm of zombies like that. It was the same thing with this game, where if you got tagged, you also became a seeker as well. And the Minecraft kid was just ruthlessly just going around just like finding people, is like, got you, which, I mean, that's how you play the game. I can't really complain like that. But eventually everyone gets found, and the teachers are like, all right, guys, I hope you had fun with that. We're going to head inside for one last activity before the day is over. And so they head inside and they head back to the tables, and the teachers are like, all right, we're just going to have a nice little like kind of like arts and craft type thing. And they show these big bins with all these art supplies and whatever, right? They're like, all right, man, come up and make whatever you want to make, and just have a good time talking to your new partner, or not your new partner, but your new friend. It's not a new partner.
Nico would have been so happy if he got a new partner at this time. But no, it's the same guy. So, the Minecraft kid and Nico, they go up, they grab some supplies, and they sit back at the table. And Nico's getting more and more used to the smell. And he's like, you know what, man, I'm going to make it through the next couple hours. And while they're sitting there making whatever they're making, the Minecraft kid is like, all right, man, let's get to know each other a little bit better. Tell me some fun facts about you. So Nico's like, okay, I don't really know, but I guess like I got a dog. I like to go on hikes. I walk my dog every morning. And when I do that, I listen to music. That's what I do personally. But back to the story. I don't know. I really, I enjoy playing Fortnite with my friends. What about you, man? And the Minecraft kid was like, well, I obviously am kind of a fan of Minecraft, as you can tell by my hoodie. By the way, nothing's wrong with liking Minecraft, bro. I love Minecraft. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. It's the background gameplay I use for almost every video, and it has a lot of nostalgia. When I say Minecraft kid, I think you know what I mean. I don't mean someone who just plays Minecraft. But anyways, right, and he goes on to say, I also have these beliefs. And I don't know, people get really mad at me and they hate me for my beliefs, and it really makes me sad. And Nico, not really knowing what this guy was talking about, probably thinking that, I don't know, maybe he was religious and people were hating on him for that, which isn't okay. Nico was like, oh man, like, what's the problem? Like, what's these beliefs? I promise you, like, as long as they don't hurt anyone else, I'm all for you. I'll support you no matter what. Like, what are people hating on you for? And Nico, or the Minecraft kid, is like, well, I really believe in being natural. I think that we should kind of return, like, there's a lot in our modern day society that, we're straying too far away from like what we were supposed to be. He said, may that be from processed foods or stuff like that. And that's like kind of legit. Like, there is a lot of the food we eat is actually kind of poisonous because it is so far away from what we're supposed to be eating. That's pretty legit. But then he goes on to say, and like, my mom is such a hater because the truth is, I want to hear some facts. And, Nico was like, sure, I want to hear some facts, whatever. He's like, caveman, they didn't take, when they went to the bathroom, man, they weren't using these like really high chemical toilet paper. And Nico was like, bro, what? And the Minecraft kid is like, yeah, it's so crazy. My mom is such a hater about this. But you know what? I want to return to the good old natural days. And so I don't even wipe when I go to the bathroom. And when I take showers, I only let water pour on me, and I never use any of the chemicals and the soap or whatever. All these man-made inventions like soap and toilet paper, it's really just bringing us farther away from where we should be. And Nico was like, well, I can't say I'm necessarily shocked, but oh my god, what? And then the Minecraft kid turns to Nico. He's like, Nico, what do you think about this? Returning to the natural element. And Nico is just still stuck on the fact that the Minecraft kid is basically bragging about not wiping. And he's like, I mean, like, yeah, man. I mean, I think that, like, specifically with like a lot of like fast food and junk food and like trans fats and like dyes and whatever, like that's definitely something we should remove from the diet. I don't know if I'm 100% with you on not wiping and like not using soap, but I definitely am with you with the whole like, I don't know, artificial stuff in the food. And the Minecraft kid is like, well, I don't really care about the food as much. I mean, whatever. I bet the caveman ate dirt or whatever, and that can't be good for you either. I'm just more concerned with all the chemicals and artificial stuff in toilet paper and soap. And Nico's not trying to be rude, but he's like, man, I don't know how bad toilet paper is for you. I mean, I really don't think that there's like that harmful of chemicals in it. And maybe like it's going to be more harmful in the long run if you don't use it. And the Minecraft kid is like, no, you don't understand. I wouldn't really expect you to understand, as I've done a lot of research myself. Bro, just a little note from me. Whenever someone says they've done their own research, no, just stop listening to them. Just stop listening to them. But he's like, I've done some research myself, and I really think what I'm doing is going to be the healthiest for me. And that ended the day, but Nico was just so startled by what he heard that he actually contacted one of his friends who was in the other 5th grade class. Nico really was wishing that he was going to be partnered with his other friend in the